What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97 and welcome to Cyber Sunday. Thank you so much to everyone who casted your votes for the matchups we will see taking place later on this evening. But to kick off the show, we have the WWE Championship #1 Contenders Triple Threat matchup. It'll be John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. We are coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan. And of course, later on in the show, we've got six matchups coming up following this opening matchup. And of course, you, the fans, you choose what goes down here tonight at Cyber Sunday. But for right now, we've got Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style, making his way into this sold-out arena in Detroit. And I spoke to Shinsuke Nakamura earlier in the week because, of course, this triple threat was all set into motion a couple of weeks back while John Cena and Rusev were duking it out in the main event of Tuesday Night SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura came down to the ring, interrupted the matchup, and laid out both men with a Kinshasa. And as I was saying, I spoke to Nakamura earlier this week to try to, I asked him why did he do such a thing? Why did he target Rusev and John Cena the way that he did? Because clearly Shinsuke Nakamura has not been in the same state of mind ever since he was defeated at Battleground. And Nakamura told me this. He said, at Battleground, I felt robbed. Nakamura, he took 3 massive moves from all 3 of his opponents in that Fatal 4-Way matchup. And that was how he was eliminated. Kevin Owens beat him. Basically, Kevin Owens picked up the spoils, picked up the scraps of whatever Rusev and Cena left behind. And Nakamura, well, he doesn't want to go down that way. He says he wants Kevin Owens one-on-one. But to get there, he's going to have to go through the 2 men who helped cost him that matchup at Battleground in the first place. And so that's why he set his sights on John Cena and Rusev. And so tonight, Nakamura looks to close the book. And he looks to earn himself the right to challenge Kevin Owens at SummerSlam one-on-one. But to do that, of course, he is going to have to go through both Rusev and Cena in this matchup tonight. Now, this one, unlike at Battleground, this is not an elimination matchup. This is just a standard triple threat. So while the typical no disqualification, no rope break rules still apply, it's not an elimination. So Nakamura, he's only going to get 1 shot tonight. Is he going to be able to get it done? Is he going to be able to make it count with that trademark Kinshasa? Well, you can hear, as always, the WWE Universe just soaking in the pageantry, the awe-inspiring entrance. Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, whenever he comes down to the ring, he's got the crowd in the palm of his hands. And he knows it, and that is what gives him strength out there. That's what helps fuel his desire to keep fighting, to dig down deeper into his reserves and channel a kind of strength that only Shinsuke Nakamura can bring out. But we'll see. We'll see if Nakamura will get the job done here tonight. Will he be the man who goes on to SummerSlam to fight Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship? Or will he once again fall short? Of course, Nakamura has only been pinned once so far since arriving to the WWE, and that was, of course, at Battleground. So we'll just have to see how Nakamura will fare. We've seen that defeat gotten inside his head a little bit. And when you're going up against a veteran like John Cena, you'd have to imagine that perhaps John Cena could try to get inside Nakamura's head a little bit. If you want to talk about the history between these 3 competitors, though, it was, of course, back at the Extreme Rules event where John Cena went head-to-head with Shinsuke Nakamura, and it was Nakamura who picked up the victory over John Cena. So Cena, he doesn't have the greatest track record when coming up against Shinsuke Nakamura, but tonight, it being a triple threat, that added influence that Rusev will play on the matchup, the fact that it is a triple threat, it's only going to make the matchup that much more chaotic, and perhaps John Cena can get some redemption against Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, you have to imagine that Cena helping to get Nakamura out of that matchup at Battleground, you have to imagine that gave him, a little bit of You know, Nakamura, I'm going to give you yours. He got a little tiny taste of his revenge when he was able to drop Nakamura with an attitude adjustment at Battleground. But, of course, Nakamura struck right back with that Kinshasa on SmackDown. And, of course, John Cena, he's still got unfinished business with Rusev. Nakamura interrupted that matchup that was supposed to settle the score between Cena and Rusev. So John Cena has got unfinished business with both men in this matchup. And perhaps John Cena may have the most riding on this. Of course, out of the 3 men in this matchup, John Cena does have the most in-ring experience, but it also means that he's been around the WWE for the longest. Perhaps some may see John Cena as a guy who's on his way out. You know, with all that experience does come fatigue, does come, you know, a tremendous amount of injuries that will pile up over the years. What kind of state is John Cena's, you know, what kind of physical condition is Cena in? Certainly, if this matchup becomes a test of endurance, if this one looks to go the distance, I'd have to give the advantage to Rusev and Nakamura. John Cena, his best strategy would be to try to wrap things up quickly. And with the stakes as high as they are, and with just the intensity, you could cut this tension with a knife. The amount of animosity that exists between these 3 men, still carrying over from Battleground as well. I mean, I have to imagine these 3 are going to be firing on all cylinders from the get-go, so maybe this one won't be the same sort of test of endurance we saw in that Elimination Fatal 4-Way matchup at Battleground. Perhaps this matchup might just be a shootout. This one might be a quickie, just like we saw in, there was a triple threat at Battleground between the women's champion Asuka and the Bella Twins, and that triple threat matchup did not go very long at all. That matchup was wrapped up fairly quickly because all 3 women, they just were firing on all cylinders from the get-go. We'll see if the same happens in this matchup tonight, as right out of the gate, John Cena floors Rusev with the clothesline, and it's Nakamura right now who is just content to watch over there in the corner. He's going to watch as Rusev and John Cena tear each other apart. As Rusev able to counter back now, striking away at Cena with a nice uppercut there. Oh, but here comes Nakamura. Rusev letting out the war cry, but Nakamura took the wind out of his lungs. Took the wind out of his sails with the knee straight to the midsection. And now John Cena drops down. Rusev watching on as Nakamura. Well, Rusev's not going to watch on, but Nakamura delivers the knee, but here comes Rusev with a boot to the face. A boot straight to the skull of Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Nakamura going to be driven spine first into that barricade. Rusev looking to try to take Nakamura out of the picture. He's going to toss Cena back inside the ring because, of course, while this is a triple threat matchup, that does not mean that it is falls count anywhere. All falls must occur in the ring, but Nakamura's already back in the ring, so Rusev gonna have to deal a little more damage if he wants to keep Nakamura out of this contest. And of course, triple threat matchup, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head. Oh, Nakamura was able to avoid that headbutt, and now Nakamura gonna strike back with powerful strikes of his own, as there goes Rusev into the corner, but John Cena with the clothesline. Nakamura goes down. Oh, he spills to the outside of the ring, and now Rusev gets hit with a clothesline. And here's John Cena, the aggressiveness of John Cena. We know that John Cena, perhaps the most frustrated man in this matchup. I mean, Cena, ever since that rivalry he had with Bray Wyatt, and of course, the match he had with Sting at the Royal Rumble, John Cena has just been, he hasn't been the same respectful competitor that we've come to, the same John Cena of old, the same John Cena who would go out there and, you know, he might be all fun and games for Cena. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Nakamura with the enziguri knocked Rusev off the top rope to the floor. Rusev collided with those steel steps on the way down. And now John Cena, he's in trouble in the corner as Nakamura. Good vibrations. But Rusev's back to his feet already. I mean, Rusev took a hell of a fall to the outside, but he's already back into the ring. That just shows, that neither man looking to give an inch in this matchup. Neither man wants to show. Well, no, I can't even get my words straight. My head's all mixed up just watching Nakamura scramble the brains of his opponents with these devastating strikes of his. That strong style is not one to be trifled with. John Cena, oh, well, now look at this. This has got to be the smartest strategy you can think of. Work together, form a temporary alliance. Well, temporary in the literal definition of it. That alliance did not last long at all. Got one move in there, and now John Cena is pummeling away on Rusev. Oh, but now that's left John Cena vulnerable as Nakamura able to take him down from behind. Rusev rolled to the outside, trying to, perhaps just on instinct, going outside to recover a bit. Oh, but look at John Cena. John Cena looking to go big or go home, driving the leg straight across the back of Nakamura's head. And now John Cena hook the leg on Nakamura. Do we have the victory in hand right here? 2. No, a kick out by Nakamura. John Cena was just 1 second away from booking himself a spot on the SummerSlam card, a date with the WWE Champion Kevin Owens, who will be in action later on this evening. He'll be taking on Kurt Angle, although what type of matchup he will be competing in, we have yet to find out, of course. This being Cyber Sunday, for every matchup besides this opening contest, you, the fans, had the opportunity to choose stipulations, choose opponents, and of course, over the course of this show, you will see the fruits of your efforts. Oh, wait a minute, look at John Cena. John Cena looking to put Nakamura away, but Nakamura able to reverse that attempted attitude adjustment. This is a vicious kick to the midsection, and a knee just buried it in the skull of Cena. Cover now, 2, there's the 2. I'm getting ahead of myself. Cena able to kick out, only a 2 count for Nakamura. But Nakamura might have broken Cena's nose with a knee like that. And you can't take too many of those knees from Nakamura and expect to continue in this type of a contest. Rusev still down on the outside. But this matchup sure has been, it's really just been a slugfest in there. John Cena, Rusev, Nakamura, all trading strikes. But of course, there's only one man who's going to win out in the end, and it's the man who's standing tall right now. That's Shinsuke Nakamura. Cena and Rusev might have to try to change game plans before Nakamura just pummels their faces in. Well, John Cena's still going to strike back anyway, and a short arm clothesline. Clearly, Cena is not intimidated by Nakamura's strong style, and again, I have to repeat, Cena has faced off with Nakamura once in the past, so he's got to know at least a little bit of Nakamura's tricks. Cena surely has developed some countermeasures to try to shut down Nakamura's offense, and we're seeing some of that on display right now. As John Cena whips Nakamura off the ropes, able to duck underneath there. Oh, and the Hurricanrana there by Cena. Cena showing his athleticism. That's not a move that he pulls out of his arsenal too often. But going up against a guy like Nakamura, Cena's got to be unpredictable. He's got to switch up his style. Well, now look at Cena. Cena's going to pummel Nakamura as well, although I don't know how much good that's going to do Cena in the end. That might only end up firing up Nakamura. And it's just as I called it. Nakamura sweeps Cena down with the arm drag. Oh, and Nakamura creating some distance. Don't tell me. Cena, you might want to stay down on the mat. Nakamura, no. Thought maybe he was going to line up a Kinshasa, attempted a drop kick. Unable to connect, though, as now Cena's got him up for he was looking for a powerbomb. Nakamura able to block it again with those devastating strikes. And a spin kick right to the back of Cena's head. A hook of the leg again. 2. And no. Nakamura. Surely, Cena, take too many of these strikes, going to go down with a concussion. Nakamura is slowly but surely whittling away at Cena. But somehow Cena still managed to hang on, at least for now. But Nakamura's going to take him to the outside. Nakamura's got him on that apron. Oh, I do not like what he's got cooking here. Oh, God. Back suplex onto the apron. John Cena, his spine connecting with the hardest part of the ring. But Nakamura is not done. Nakamura's got him draped across the barricade now. And, of course, triple threat. So there's no count out. Nakamura free to just punish Cena on the outside as much as he wants. A vicious knee. Throwing up a pose for the crowd. Of course, the crowd is electric right now. They're into this. As now Nakamura going to turn his attention to Rusev. As the super athlete stumbles to his feet, Nakamura going to toss him inside the ring. This could be Nakamura's chance. And the same could be said for Rusev, because Cena's down right now. Nakamura just devastated him with a hell of a combination, but now it's Rusev who's got the upper hand on Nakamura. And again, this is what I'm saying. You got to try to put this matchup away as quickly as possible while you know that you've got one of your opponents down. You got to go out there and get the job done. Put a wrap on this as soon as you possibly can. But of course, that's easier said than done. When you got two guys in there, oh, what a counter by Nakamura on the outside. But when you've got two guys in there, the caliber of Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, putting them away is not going to be an easy task. But Nakamura using whatever he can there at ringside to his advantage, using the barricade, the LED board, and now he's going to bounce him off that ring post. John Cena, he's still out of it after taking that knee to the side of the skull as he was draped across the barricade. Rusev again tossed back in the ring, and here's Nakamura with a German suplex. But Rusev, you can see Rusev was already starting to get up to his feet even after taking that German suplex, that devastating German suplex by Nakamura. Rusev was able to counter that one. Now Nakamura whipped off the ropes. Oh, and a back body drop by Rusev. And now Rusev with a full head of steam off the ropes. Axe handle to the back of Nakamura's head. As now Rusev drags him away from those ropes. Oh! Might say it doesn't really matter because there's no rope break, but even then, Rusev wants to keep Nakamura in that ring. Don't give him the opportunity to roll to the outside and create separation to get some distance. Rusev's got to stay on him while he's got him right where he wants him. Because if you give Nakamura distance, Nakamura, he's going to start to fire off with those kicks, those knees. That's absolutely not what Rusev wants. He cannot afford that at this stage. Is off a couple of headbutts now. Rusev with some knees of his own, straight to the ribcage of Shinsuke Nakamura. And Rusev going to put that power on display with a devastating fallaway slam. But he's not going to go for the cover just yet. He's got to continue to beat Nakamura down. He knows how tough Nakamura is. But in saying that, don't underestimate the destructive power of Rusev. Don't underestimate his ferocity, his toughness. As Nakamura was trying to get to his feet, but Rusev's got him up, and I think he's going to go for another fallaway slam, and yes, he does. Really going to work on the torso, the spine, the rib cage of Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Rusev, he's firing up, he's heating up, looking with a full head of steam into the corner, but Nakamura turned his momentum against him. Oh, and now he's going to set him up. No. Looking to take Rusev's head off with a knee, the same one he delivered to John Cena, but Rusev had it scouted. And instead, he took Nakamura down with the clothesline. And now Rusev, oh, the kick to the back of the skull. Devastating kick there by Rusev. Nakamura may be out, hook the leg. 1, 2, no. Rusev with the kick on the back of Nakamura's head, scrambled his brains, but even that was not enough to keep Nakamura down for 3 seconds. And you can see Rusev now, he's heating himself up, firing himself up, doing whatever he has to do to get in the zone. And again, floors Nakamura with the clothesline. But Nakamura will not quit. There's that never say die attitude. There's that strong style, that refusal to show any signs of weakness, refusal to quit. Oh, Nakamura. Again, back to his feet. Shot to the ribcage. Oh, and a couple of shots there by Nakamura. Rusev dazed, but even then, how quickly Rusev able to get back to his feet. There's Rusev's fighting spirit. Is Nakamura going to whip him off the ropes? Ducks underneath. Oh, and again, the knee to the midsection. Knee. Oh, God. And a kick straight to the chest. There's no rest for the wicked when you're going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. As Nakamura whips him into the corner, and Shinsuke Nakamura going to hang him out across that top turnbuckle. And there's the roll. Building up the full head of steam, building up the momentum, and then just crushing the life out of Rusev with a devastating knee. And now Nakamura. Nakamura, he is feeling it. He's getting in the zone. He's looking to line up a Kinshasa, but first, he's got to set him up with the exploder. The reverse exploder suplex, but hold the phone. Wait just 1 minute because John Cena's back in the game. Rusev down off the reverse exploder, and John Cena's back in the ring. And here comes John Cena now. No. Cena was trying to strike down Nakamura, but as I said earlier, that never works. That's not going to work against Shinsuke Nakamura. You can't outstrike this man. And now Cena's going to go for the same ride that Rusev just took. Knee to the midsection. Cena crumbles to the canvas as Rusev's starting to get to his feet. Cena rolls to the outside. So he wasn't able to get back in this thing for very long. Oh, look at this. No, 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 no. Nakamura had him up on his shoulders, but Rusev able to counter it. And now Rusev, he's got Nakamura. Oh, the Uranagi. The Uranagi slam Nakamura. You can see His back has suffered. Oh, Rusev's been lining it up, and now he's looking to put him away with the accolade, but no, Cena's right there. Rusev had been dishing out damage, punishment to the back of Nakamura, sizing him up for the accolade, but just as Rusev locked it in, John Cena picked his spot, and he broke it up, and now a splash, taking out both men in the corner. John Cena, who's he going to go for? It looks like he's set his sights on Nakamura. John Cena's looking to deal the finishing blow to Nakamura. He's got him on his shoulders. Attitude adjustment. It could be over. 2. Rusev's not going to make it in time, but Nakamura gets the shoulder up. Nakamura gets the shoulder up, just able to kick out at the last possible second of that attitude adjustment. And now Rusev's there. John Cena unable to dish out any more damage to Nakamura because Rusev is there. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. Torture rack backbreaker. Cena's down. This could be Rusev's opportunity. Both men are down. Well, as I say that, Nakamura starts to recover, starts to gather his bearings. Rusev wasn't going to be able to cover Cena there because Nakamura was right next to him. So Rusev looking to take the best course of action. Dump Cena to the outside. Oh, but Nakamura able to counter. Rusev was lined up a belly-to-belly suplex, but wait a minute, Nakamura! Kinshasa! Kinshasa right on the jaw. It's over. And just like that, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to SummerSlam. Rusev dealt the final blow on John Cena, and then Shinsuke Nakamura was able to drop Rusev with a Kinshasa. And now he is your new #1 contender for the WWE Championship. And he's got a date with Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. And this time it'll be one-on-one. No Rusev, no John Cena to help get in Nakamura's way. Nakamura, it's just him and Kevin Owens. And perhaps this time, fate may shine upon Shinsuke Nakamura. Perhaps this time things will be different for the Japanese sensation. Well, regardless, he had an impressive performance out there tonight. He truly put on a performance worthy of a #1 contender. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is a matchup for the United States Championship. But who? Who will Sin Cara be facing? Who will he be defending that title against tonight? Will it be his former tag team partner Kalisto, Brian Kendrick, or Noam Dar? Who's it gonna be? Well, it looks like Kalisto wins the vote, 55%. It'll be a Lucha Dragon showdown. So the Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar, they're going to have to stay in the back because it's Kalisto who is going to get the opportunity not just to potentially capture the United States Championship, but also the opportunity to get some revenge against the man who betrayed him a couple of months back. Of course, the Lucha Dragons, they were not the most successful of tag teams, but they certainly did have their moments. If you recall, back at Survivor Series, they at one point took on Finn Balor and Hideo Itami for the WWE Tag Team titles in a matchup that some people believed was the most compelling, the closest fought contest in Balor and Itami's reign as tag team champions. But unfortunately, that was really the best that they were able to get. They certainly came close to winning the titles, but they were never able to capture the tag team gold. And after about another half year of continued, I don't want to say failures, they just really were just kind of mediocrity, I guess you could say. Not really the bottom of the barrel, but they just weren't really putting any consistent wins together. And so eventually, after some time had passed, Sin Cara, he saw the opportunity, he saw what the Outcasts were doing, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna take this offer. I'm gonna betray my partner Kalisto, and I'm gonna join up with, he was gonna go where the money was at. There you see backstage. That's the Brian Kendrick. Obviously did not win the vote tonight. In fact, he came in 3rd place, but just because he may not have won the fan vote, that doesn't mean that the Brian Kendrick is completely out of the run-ins for the United States title. So Brian Kendrick gonna watch this matchup very closely, scout out both of these opponents tonight, so that whoever wins this matchup tonight, you have to imagine Brian Kendrick is gonna be waiting in the wings, looking to jump right in there to be the next #1 contender. But, makes me wonder, where's Noam Dar at? We didn't get a shot of Noam Dar watching backstage. I'm not sure where Noam Dar is back there, but you have to imagine he's not very pleased about these developments either. The fact that, Noam Dar, he thinks he's the cream of the crop. He thinks he's the best thing going today. But clearly the fans did not agree, as it was Kalisto who was given the opportunity to clash with Sin Cara tonight. But Sin Cara, certainly, joining up with the Outcasts seemed to be the right decision for him, although this truly will be the proof of whether or not Sin Cara made the right call, because if he can't beat Kalisto here tonight, if he loses, well then, perhaps everything that he worked for with the Outcasts, perhaps joining with Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, and Bo Dallas, perhaps that was not the right call in the end. Perhaps Kalisto might have some tricks up his sleeve that could prove Sin Cara wrong. But if he can defeat Kalisto here tonight, well then there's no question. Sin Cara, perhaps it was Kalisto who was holding him back, and perhaps now that he's joined up with the Outcasts, perhaps now Sin Cara has truly found his worth, found his place here, not just on Monday Night Raw, but in the WWE as a whole. And you can see here tonight, Sin Cara sporting the gold, Kalisto sporting the silver, almost as if to say, on the part of Kalisto, you must have seen Sin Cara wearing the golden attire, coming out like a golden god, as I've described before. So Kalisto seems like he's come out here as if to say, well, tonight, the silver is going to surpass the gold. You might have betrayed me, you might have saw me as the weak link in the past, but tonight, I'm going to prove you wrong. As these two men, referee rings the bell, let's get this underway, and straight out of the gate, they're at each other's throats. Did not take any time, no wasted motion at all, these two men straight at each other, but it's Kalisto who wins the first exchange. You can see Kalisto, well, I'd have to imagine that Kalisto is going to be kicking it into another gear here tonight. You can just see the aggression on Kalisto straight out of the gate. This certainly is a kind of fire we haven't seen from Kalisto in the past. But he knows that, this is his, well, of course, fitting, considering this is the title match and considering Sin Cara's attire, but of course Kalisto knows this is his golden opportunity to not just win the United States Championship, but to perhaps shut Sin Cara up once and for all. As there's a cover, but a kick out at 1 by the former Lucha Dragons. Former member of the Lucha Dragons. Now look at a standing moonsault there by Kalisto. Kalisto coming out with the high-flying antics, the fast-paced action early. Sin Cara, he's a high flyer as well, but lately we have seen Sin Cara adopt a more power-based, a more grappling-based style. And if you're going up against somebody like Kalisto, where no matter how good Sin Cara may be, he's never going to match the same speed, the same quickness of Kalisto. As now Kalisto the cover again, but again a quick kick out. Sin Cara's going to have to slow down the pace of this matchup. And I think that perhaps that's why he has developed his newer style in the ring. Was perhaps just to serve as the perfect counter to Kalisto. As there's a double foot stomp to the midsection. Just crushing the wind out of the lungs of Kalisto. And of course, you take away his wind, you take away his speed, his ability to move. And that's exactly what Sin Cara needs to do out there tonight. As you saw, he was able to lift Kalisto off the mat into a vertical suplex. Now a snap suplex delivered. Just looking to keep Kalisto winded, keep taking the air out of him. And then, of course, you gotta either keep him grounded on the mat or just keep him close. Keep going for those grapples. Perhaps, attempt some submissions, whatever Sin Cara's got up his sleeve. anything just to prevent Kalisto from flying around the ring, and that's what Kalisto's about to do right there. As he drops Sin Cara with the springboard hurricanrana. And I've said this before, but Kalisto, he truly is one of the best high flyers we've got out there today. You know, compare him to maybe someone like a Neville, although even with Neville, I don't think he has the same ability to just fly around that ring, bounce around that ring the same way that Kalisto does. I mean, Kalisto, we call him the human pinball because, I mean, he just bounces off of objects in ways that really no other superstar can, and perhaps that's, oh, now look at this. There's the cover. There's the cover. Does he have him? That's a 2 count. No. Went for that hurricanrana off the top rope, nearly put Sin Cara away, but Sin Cara had the wherewithal to kick out. As now you can see Kalisto kicking away at the legs. A couple of punches there. Now he's got him backed into the corner. Oh, but Sin Cara caught that kick. And again, Sin Cara quickly closes the gap, gets in close, and gets him with an uppercut. Got him with another one. There's a third. 3 uppercuts. Kalisto staggered. And now Sin Cara's going to whip him off the ropes. Ducks underneath. Now the leapfrog over the top. Kalisto full out of steam off the ropes into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Kalisto could be down and out. There's the cover. 2. But no. Kalisto able to keep himself in this matchup. But Sin Cara certainly has turned the tables. That was a huge move. And now look at this. Look at Sin Cara. Well, this is vintage Sin Cara right here. That tilt-a-whirl turned into an armbar. And now Kalisto, center of the ring, trying to grab out to the ropes, trying to break it in some way. He's able to roll out of it. Again, that quickness on display by Kalisto. Escaping the armbar in a way only Kalisto could. And now look at this. Got him stacked on the shoulders again. No, but just a 1 count this time. It was certainly enough to disorient Sin Cara, though, and that's what Kalisto's got to do. Again, keep this matchup fast-paced. If Sin Cara can't keep up with Kalisto, if Sin Cara is continuously getting disoriented, he's not going to be able to get in close. He's not going to be able to... Oh! Not going to be able to catch Kalisto, hit him with any of those strong grapples, and now the cover. 2. No, but again, a kick out by Sin Cara. And Kalisto, I mean, he has just been like a ball of fire out there, and now you see Kalisto sizing him up. He's looking for the Salida del Sol, but Sin Cara had it scouted, and he planted him with the power slam. That was Kalisto's best shot, but Sin Cara had it. You know, he had a counter for it. Sin Cara, he knows Kalisto so well, and now look at the strength of Sin Cara. The schoolboy powerbomb. And now you can see Sin Cara dragging Kalisto away from those ropes, avoiding the rope break. He's going to go down into the cover now, hook the leg. 1. He could have him 2. This might be over. It is not over. Not by a long shot, according to Kalisto. You can see Kalisto quickly trying to get off the mat. You don't want to stay on the mat, especially not in that position, not at the center of the ring, because that's when Sin Cara will lock you up in that devastating stretch muffler. The same move that he used to defeat... Oh! The same move that he used to win the United States Championship. The same move that he used to force Adrian Neville to tap out back at Payback. Is now, look at this. Look at this. It's another backbreaker, butterfly backbreaker this time. Is that going to put Kalisto away? Cover again by Sin Cara. 2. But again, Kalisto able to power out of it. I mean, Kalisto, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for him. The first time that Kalisto has been able to appear on pay-per-view in singles competition. And he's got to make it count. And Sin Cara has proven, he's proven that he can get the job done on the big stage, but Kalisto, this is his opportunity to prove that he can do the same. Prove that Sin Cara leaving him in the dust. Well, I should say prove that Sin Cara will not leave him in the dust. Sin Cara looked like he was going to go off the top rope there for a moment, but he second-guessed himself, decided against it. Yes, going up against Kalisto tonight, Sin Cara feels like he's got something extra to prove out there, to prove that he truly has left the Lucha Dragons behind, and perhaps that's why he has tried to abandon those more high-flying maneuvers, those more fast-paced, that quicker style of offense. He's trying to evolve, trying to find a new way of approaching things. But perhaps that could be his downfall, perhaps working into this newer style of offense. Perhaps he's, not fully prepared. to go up against someone like Kalisto, who has been really pulling out the same tricks for his entire career. As now, look at this, the roll through into the kick. Sin Cara, he's dazed, out on his feet. Kalisto with a couple of shots. Sin Cara backed up against the ropes. You can hear the crowd rallying behind Kalisto with the Lucha Lucha chants. Sin Cara able to duck underneath. Oh, but look at Kalisto. Look at the athleticism by Kalisto. And that's something you simply cannot match. That's something you cannot keep up with. And now Kalisto, he's got the crowd behind him. Crowd on their feet. He's got a full head of steam. To the top rope, Kalisto. Look at this. Get your cameras out. Snap a picture of that. 450 splash. Right on the button. And it's over. No, it's not. I thought we were going to have a new United States champion right there. But Sin Cara's as tough as they come. Cover again by Kalisto. He's in disbelief. But it's a kick out again. 450 splash. Not enough to finish Sin Cara off. And now Kalisto. Well, Kalisto, he's perhaps looking for a power move of his own. He's got Sin Cara up on his shoulders, but no, Sin Cara. Oh, Sin Cara able to duck out the back door and a chop block straight to the back of Sin Cara's leg. Or I should say Kalisto's leg, rather. That's another smart strategy, of course, Sin Cara, not only to wear Kalisto down for that stretch muffler later on, but as well to cut off that high-flying ability of Kalisto. Again, another strategy to try to restrict Kalisto's movement, to slow him down. As now Sin Cara's got Kalisto up on his shoulders. You can see Kalisto just getting tossed around with ease as he gets draped off that top rope. Oh, and now Sin Cara's going to go for it. Sin Cara, he's taking the wind out of his sails, and now he's got the leg all wrapped up. Kalisto's in trouble. He's caught in the stretch muffler. Sin Cara's got it locked in. Is Kalisto going to tap? Sin Cara might have just retained his United States Championship. Kalisto's fate may have been sealed the moment Sin Cara locked the submission in. Wait a minute. No, Kalisto able to counter with a boot on the top of the forehead. As Sin Cara knocked against the ropes. And Kalisto somehow has managed to... Still managing to go on the offensive here. Yo, you've got to be kidding me. Kalisto, he's got that look in his eye. Kalisto with a full head of steam off the ropes. Look at Kalisto over the top rope. It's a thing of beauty. Kalisto, poetry in motion as he dives over the top rope. And just crushes Sin Cara under his weight on the outside. And now Kalisto could be looking to go. Could be looking to finish Sin Cara off. Kalisto to the top rope. Sin Cara out on his feet. Kalisto, look out. Oh, no, he got caught. He got caught. Sin Cara caught him, and now look at this. Sin Cara able to turn it back into that stretch muffler. He caught him in the powerbomb position, dropped him down, and now Kalisto's got nowhere to go. Kalisto's got nowhere to go. He's forced to tap out. He might have broken it once, but he wasn't going to break it twice. Sin Cara just barely able to escape by the skin of his teeth. But nonetheless, Sin Cara, he managed to catch Kalisto one last time. And he walks out still the United States champion. And now it's Sin Cara. I mean, there's no denying that this man is a worthy champion. I mean, he's beaten Adrian Neville. He's beaten Kalisto. I would have to say, the two... You want to talk about the best high flyers in the industry? I'd have to say Adrian Neville and Kalisto. If they're not the top two, then I don't know who are. But Sin Cara clearly has proven that he has left all that behind him. The Lucha Dragons, they mean nothing to him anymore. And Kalisto, well, Kalisto is just a stepping stone. And that's all their relationship was. Just Kalisto, he was just holding him back. Well, Samoa Joe certainly did not mince words with Cesaro. He'll be taking on AJ Styles later on tonight. But right now, we've got a 6-man tag team matchup. There's a lot of bad blood brewing here. It's got Baron Corbin and the Revival taking on Sheamus, Seth Rollins. And one of these three men, but who's it gonna be? Cedric Alexander. So Cedric Alexander will join forces with Sheamus and Rollins to take on Rollins' former disciples. Well, welcome back here to Detroit, Michigan, as we await the arrival of the Lone Wolf, and of course, Seth Rollins' former right-hand man, Baron Corbin. And this matchup has been a long time coming. Baron Corbin and the Revival, former members of the acclaimed Team Rollins, the team who, I mean, Seth Rollins, there's a lot to dig into with that guy. I mean, of course, Team Rollins, the first iteration, consisting of Big Show, Wesley Blake, Buddy Murphy, and as well you can also include Kane in that mix. Seth Rollins, he certainly had a cavalcade of allies at his disposal, just ready to, more like a cavalcade of henchmen, just anybody willing to throw in his opponent's way just to keep them away from him. First it was Big Show, Blake, and Murphy, and Kane, but eventually, one by one, Seth Rollins started phasing him out, started betraying him. I mean, Big Show let him down at Survivor Series, so Seth Rollins got rid of him, replaced him with Baron Corbin, who at the time had just recently debuted, capturing the United States Championship. And Seth Rollins seemed like he wanted to go with the new blood. He saw potential in Baron Corbin, but evidently Seth Rollins didn't quite he thought he had Baron Corbin figured out, but obviously he did not. And really, Seth Rollins, as much as, this certainly is not it's not a situation that I look highly upon, but there is a degree of, Seth Rollins, he had this coming. Seth Rollins he's turned things around, so I'm finding it a little easier to sympathize with him, especially considering the situation that he had been in over the last several months. I mean, he's continuously been getting injured at the hands of the Revival, at the hands of Baron Corbin. I mean, he was supposed to take on the Revival in a tag team match at Payback, and he was supposed to have Baron Corbin at his, Corbin was supposed to join forces with him, but that's when Corbin betrayed him, and Seth Rollins was then destroyed by the Revival. And that was the last time, prior to a matchup we saw earlier this month with Jinder Mahal, a matchup where Seth Rollins was very clearly not at 100%, was very clearly going into that matchup banged up. But prior to that, that was the last time we saw Seth Rollins compete in the ring. He certainly is still wearing the wounds of that encounter, but Seth Rollins, he's going to have to overcome. He's going to have to fight through the pain, because, as I said, Seth Rollins, to an extent, does deserve this. I mean, the way that he treated Big Show, Blake, and Murphy, just casting them aside like they meant nothing to him, despite, even after all the work that they did for him. I mean, Seth Rollins doesn't have the best... I don't know if I want to say he doesn't have the best taste in allies, but, when people join forces with Seth Rollins, you always got to be skeptical of this guy. And Sheamus is working with Seth Rollins tonight, but he said flat out on Monday Night Raw, we're not friends. I don't really trust you, but Sheamus, he sees the situation, the predicament that Seth Rollins is in right now. The world has turned against him, as Sheamus put it. Seth Rollins, he's got nobody. He's burned all of his bridges. There's nobody in that Raw locker room who was willing to join forces with Seth Rollins other than Sheamus. And for good reason. I mean, we saw what Seth Rollins did, betraying Dean Ambrose, betraying Wesley Blake, Buddy Murphy, Big Show, Kane. So Seth Rollins, there really was no one. But Sheamus was the one guy who was willing to stand up for him, just because Sheamus, he felt as though he had experienced a similar situation in the past, where Sheamus was the former World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown. He was really the face of that brand for quite some time. But then, here we are, almost 2 years later, and he was completely abandoned by the fans. The fans completely turned on him. Sheamus, he just, after, the way he described it, after all the work he had put in, the world turned their back on him, and he, for a while there, just was floundering in mediocrity. He was mostly irrelevant, Sheamus just couldn't find a place on SmackDown. He recently got drafted to Monday Night Raw, and it almost looked as though he was going to suffer the same fate. He was struggling to find a place here on the red brand. But then he saw Seth Rollins. He saw Seth Rollins going through a similar situation, and he decided, you know what? I'm going to help this guy out. Not because I like him, not because I can trust him, but because, you know, Sheamus, he felt that connection. He felt that empathy. And Seth is lucky because if not for Sheamus, this would be a 3-on-1 handicap matchup, and Seth Rollins would absolutely be meeting the same fate that he met 2 months ago at Payback, when he was just absolutely decimated, betrayed by Baron Corbin, and then ripped apart by the Revival. And on top of all that, Sheamus does have a little bit of personal history with Baron Corbin. They worked together in the Royal Rumble for a bit until Corbin, of course, turned his back on Sheamus and dumped him over the top rope. So Sheamus would like to get a little payback on Baron Corbin, but right now let's find out. Cedric Alexander, he was voted in. Well, we're waiting. This is where Cedric is supposed to come out. What's going on? Where is Cedric? Rollins and Sheamus are oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. Nah. It looks like the Revival have Baron Corbin, the Revival, I don't know who it was, and now they even got Zack Ryder. No. They couldn't wait for the match to start. They had to eliminate the competition, eliminate anybody that they thought could have potentially been a formidable ally to Seth. Oh my god. Well, yeah, there's only one man left. There's only one man left now. Cedric Alexander's been taken out. Zack Ryder's been taken out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Well, the party animal is in the building. This is Fandango, and it looks like that's who Seth and Sheamus are stuck with. Fandango, well, he says he's going to bring the party to the people tonight. But, I'm sure this is not what Sheamus and Seth Rollins had in mind. You know, it's a third man. Is it better than a 3-on-2 handicap matchup? I don't know. Fandango doesn't have the best track record, to say the least. Well, those damn dirty dogs, the Revival, going out there. You know, the fans did not choose Fandango. The fans chose Cedric Alexander. The fans wanted to see Cedric Alexander, a man who, by the way, is not contracted with the WWE at present. He's not signed to the Raw brand, but as a part of the new Superstar Initiative, Triple H was going to give him a chance. Revival said, nah, Cedric, we don't want any part of him. And for good measure, they also took out Zack Ryder, and now we're left with Fandango. Well, at least we got all the theatrics. Fandango, this might be his one and only opportunity to really showcase his talents on the grand stage. So I guess why not go all out with it? Why not? But it looks like Seth Rollins is going to start this matchup off, and that's the problem with these Cyber Sunday stipulations, is that Seth and Sheamus, they were able to game plan amongst themselves, but Fandango has no clue what type of strategy they're going for. So Sheamus and Rollins, they had a little brief moment before the start of this matchup to kind of brief Fandango in the situation. I'd have to imagine that Seth and Sheamus are probably going to try to handle this on their own. I mean, even if, no matter who their partner was, there's only so much that they were going to be able to do to get on the same page with that guy. So I'd imagine that Seth and Sheamus are going to try to handle this one, for the most part, on their own tonight. Although now that Fandango's the one who's out there, they might just try to do it all themselves. This might just be a 2-on-3 handicap. But right now, Seth Rollins was coming out of the gate all guns blazing. And you can see Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin clearly is pleased that Fandango is out here and not anybody else. You saw Baron Corbin having some fun just mocking him. And in the meantime, Seth Rollins is going to be on the receiving hand of it. Oh, two-man back body drop. You can see Fandango and Sheamus. I mean, I highly doubt that Seth Rollins is going to be looking to tag Fandango into the matchup this early, but you see Fandango certainly not lacking in enthusiasm. I mean, I like Fandango. He's a fun guy. I like seeing him come out there, but this is not the scenario for Fandango. This is not. He's not going to thrive in a situation like this. In Baron Corbin, the Revival, they're just a pack of hyenas, a pack of mean, they'll tear you to pieces, just as they've done Seth Rollins. Might do the same to Sheamus tonight, and if Fandango goes out there, I'm sure he'll get torn apart as well. This is not the ideal situation that Seth Rollins was looking for tonight. I mean, he's already coming into this matchup at less than 100%. I mean, I'm sure since Payback, he's had plenty of time to recover. Most of his injuries have probably subsided, but even then, he's still been continuously getting attacked by these three men. So there's no way that Seth Rollins has fully recovered from everything. And now he's out there getting torn to pieces once again. As Scott Dawson, he's going to make the tag, and the Revival are going to go to work. Baron Corbin content to just bark in Seth Rollins' ear. Probably telling him that, well, this is exactly what he deserves. Although, you have to admit, to the Revival, as much as I would say that, yes, Seth Rollins does deserve some sort of payback after all the people he's betrayed, he does deserve some of this. The Revival and Corbin have just taken this way too far. I mean, you'd think that after Payback, surely that would have been enough. But they're still not done. They're still content to make Seth Rollins' life a living hell. I mean, you can see Seth Rollins still gripping at that knee. The Revival have worked away on that leg, that knee, for the last several months. That's just one of the many injuries Seth Rollins has sustained at the hands of these three monsters. But you can see Seth Rollins still trying to fight. Scott Dawson tried to grab out to him, but Rollins was too quick, too slippery. And now Seth Rollins is bringing the fight to Dash Wilder. So there's a knife edge chop. Wilder knocked against the ropes. And here Seth Rollins, the clothesline. Wilder sent to the outside. And Seth Rollins I mean, really the only thing he can do at this point, if he wants to get somebody on his side, he's got to try to get the people on his side. That's really the only ally Seth could potentially have left besides the two men standing in his corner. And even then, how long will this alliance last between these three men? I mean, Corbin and the Revival, they are clearly on the same page. They're like a well-oiled machine out there. You just see them making frequent tags in and out. As for Seth, Sheamus, and Fandango, I mean, they are nowhere near as close as to having that same kind of chemistry. You can see off a nice atomic drop back suplex combination by the Revival. Scott Dawson continues to pummel away. And again, going to go back to work on that leg. As Seth Rollins, it might not have been the smartest idea for him to start out this matchup, but that, again, I think Seth Rollins, his emotions just got the better of him here. He's just so fed up with these three guys. He's just, oh, come on! Scott Dawson, a cheap shot on Fandango. What was that for? I mean, disgusting. But Rollins able to create some separation. He was able to kick Dawson away. Now you can see Seth Rollins had to plan himself. Normally, he would have just popped right into either a moonsault or a standing shooting star press, some sort of high-flying move, but Rollins had to kind of brace himself a little bit. You can tell he's still trying to recuperate from all the damage they've dealt. Now Dawson, a cheap shot on Sheamus. Nearly knocked the referee over as well. I mean, the Revival, they just don't care. They'll take out anything that moves if it's in their way. And now, oh, the assisted gutbuster. An assisted gutbuster driving the wind out of the lungs of Seth Rollins. You can see Dawson, Wilder, Corbin, they're just having fun out there. They just love to torment Seth Rollins. Oh, wait a minute, but Rollins able to counter, able to create separation. Wilder dumped out onto the apron, and now Rollins is going to make the tag to Sheamus. And hopefully business is about to pick up here as Sheamus looking at, oh, no! Sheamus tried to take a cheap shot on on Dawson rather, but I suppose the Revival, they're the king of cheap shots. Oh, Corbin didn't see that coming at least, but yeah, the Revival, they seem to be the king of cheap shots. They know when they're coming. Dawson not going to let Sheamus get the better of him, but even then, Wilder, not enough time to gather his bearings. He eats a knee to the face. Corbin still trying to get back to his feet on the outside. Sheamus driving Wilder into the corner, crushing the life out of him with a clothesline. Now Dash Wilder going to get ripped into the corner, and Sheamus saying, bring it on. Which one of you wants to tag yourselves in? He doesn't want Wilder. He wants a piece of either Dawson or Corbin. Who's it going to be? Oh, I think Sheamus was looking for Dawson because Dawson wouldn't let him. Dawson wasn't allowing Sheamus to knock him off the apron, but Wilder faked him out, made the tag to Corbin. Now look at this stare down. Just see the size of these two men. And as I said, there is bad blood here as well. These two faced off on an episode of Monday Night Raw in the last couple of weeks. And it was Corbin who was able to defeat Sheamus. So Sheamus does have that extra chip on his shoulder as well. But Sheamus perhaps shouldn't have been gloating because it gave Baron Corbin the opportunity to strike back. Now Baron Corbin has got Sheamus up there, lifting him up with ease and driving him down with the Falcon Arrow into the cover for him across the face, but only a 1 count. Sheamus showing some of his stubbornness, but Corbin gonna counter that stubbornness with disrespect, with pure hatred, and just, the malicious intent. You can basically feel it emanating off this guy, Baron Corbin. I mean, just get one look at this guy's face and you can tell that he's not a guy that you really want to cross paths with. He's usually one of those guys, you see him on the street and you just try to avoid him because he always looks pissed. He always looks like there's something that's just grinding his gears. But right now it's Sheamus who is looking to put Corbin away. It's not the bro kick, but he's got him up, looking to drive him down with the high cross power bomb. Is that going to be enough to put Corbin away? He's got to drag him away from the ropes, though, and that's going to cost him valuable time. Sheamus, hook of the leg. Fandango's in the ring already. Fandango's just itching to fight. And Corbin able to kick out. Well, Fandango, I'm guessing he is going to get the opportunity to fight because Corbin just kicked out. Wait a minute, what's he do? No, Fandango. You're not the legal man. You can't... Well, I mean, Fandango, admire the fighting spirit, I guess. His heart's in the right place, at least, and that's better than nothing. I mean, again, like Seth Rollins, he's not really in a position where he can pick and choose his allies. I mean, and really, Seth Rollins has kind of lost that privilege, seeing how he treated his former allies. Oh, and Seth Rollins is done. Seth Rollins doesn't care about the 6-man tag anymore. He doesn't care about the rules. He's going to go right after Scott Dawson. As Wilder is still down on the outside. Corbin and Sheamus in the ring. Dawson's just been dumped over the barricade. Well, I suppose that's one way for Seth Rollins to get his revenge, or redemption. I just combined words. There's a Samoan drop delivered by Corbin. So Rollins has taken Dawson out of the picture, but he's also taken himself out of the picture. So it's, Corbin, just focus on the damn match, Corbin. I mean, why has he got to do this? Just getting in Fandango's face, just mocking him. Corbin clearly knows that Fandango's not a threat. And so he's just soaking it in. He's just soaking in his... Because that's Corbin for you. That's Corbin. He loves to add insult to injury whenever he can. And now he's got Sheamus up on his shoulders in the electric chair position. Turns it into a powerbomb. Shoulders down. This might do it. 2. But no, Sheamus. Sheamus defiantly kicks out before the 3. You can see Wilder still trying to recover after he got knocked off the apron. And now Corbin again. I mean, Corbin is just toying with Sheamus now. But Sheamus, you can see Corbin's almost giving him a little bit of room, saying, "Hey, you want to go tag Fandango? You want to go make that tag? You sure that's the best idea?" And Sheamus, as I said, whatever kind of game plan he and Rollins came up with before this matchup, Fandango could not have possibly factored into it. And you can see Sheamus, he again had the chance to go over and make that tag. He decided not to. Crawling over to Corbin's feet. So Corbin's going to oblige him. He's going to continue to dish out punishment as he makes a tag to Dash Wilder, who delivers a clubbing blow to the midsection. And now look at the height on that back suplex. A high-angle back suplex nearly dropped him on his neck. Now follows through with an elbow right across the bridge of the nose. Is Dash Wilder. Well, this is shades of Seth Rollins right here. You can see that Dash Wilder, I mean, the Revival Corbin, they've certainly picked up a few tendencies from Seth Rollins working under him. And now they're going to turn it back against him. As now Wilder floors Sheamus with a European uppercut. Now Wilder's telling Sheamus, well, go make the tag. Go tag in your party boy. But Sheamus decides against it. He's going to pull himself to his feet using the ropes. Oh, and another European uppercut. But Sheamus is going to come back for more. That's the fighting spirit of Sheamus. He's not a man who's going to go out there and quit. He's resigned himself to helping Seth Rollins here tonight, and he's going to give it his best damn effort. That's just the kind of guy Sheamus is. Once he commits to something, he's going to stick to it, even if it results in a beatdown like this. And again, Sheamus is going to be given the opportunity, but again, Sheamus is going to pull himself to his feet. He's going to try to handle this one on his own. But he's just going to get whipped into the corner, and this really is just a revolving door now for Sheamus. As Corbin to the top rope and delivers the leg drop. Dash Wilder, the tag made. Now again, Corbin throwing up the hands, and I think is Sheamus finally going to make that tag? I think Sheamus now, he's got no choice. If he keeps taking a beating like this, he's done for. Well, Corbin and Fandango, they're square. Whoa, 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 what the? Where is this coming from? Where is Fandango finding this? Fandango, well, clearly, don't underestimate the party animal. Fandango, he's not just a joke. When he gets serious, well, you can hear the crowd fully behind him with the crowd is Fandangoing. The crowd is eating this up. Wilder's been knocked to the outside. Fandango, a couple of elbow drops delivered to Corbin. Corbin's down. Corbin might be out. Fandango to the top rope. Fandango, is he going to do this? Fandango, the leg drop. The last dance. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No. Oh my God. I thought Fandango was going to pull it out. I thought Fandango was going to shock the world and pin Baron Corbin. I mean, he's still got the chance. The crowd is still into this. The crowd is fully behind Fandango right now. Seth Rollins and Dawson have spilled all the way out to the base of the ramp. Well, not the base of the ramp, rather, they're over by the stage. And now you can see Dash Wilder and Sheamus, they've broken out into a brawl on the outside as well. So it's all up to Fandango now. It's all down to the party animal. It's Fandango and the Lone Wolf. And right now, Fandango is bringing the fight to Baron Corbin. Who could have predicted this? Baron Corbin dropped off the top rope with snake eyes, the top turnbuckle rather. And now Fandango with a full of steam, got the float over. No, went for the neck breaker, but Corbin countered. Corbin countered, and now Corbin hammers away with a trifecta of punches, and this is more what I was expecting. Clearly, Corbin, he's had enough. You know, he went out there, he mocked Fandango. Fandango certainly humiliated him for it, but now Corbin, that's only going to make Corbin more pissed off. And so perhaps Fandango might have just sealed his fate. Perhaps it would have just been better to go out there and just take the beating. Fandango, I mean, that's all Corbin sees him as is a laughing stock. Maybe that would have been better for Fandango if he just laid down and took the pin. And right now you can see Sheamus and Dash Wilder just beat the holy hell out of each other over in this ringside set area. Meanwhile, it's not too different for Rollins and Dawson, as Wilder and Dawson are just eating punishment right now. Well, as I say that, Dawson able to turn things around and deliver a European uppercut on Rollins. And as curse of the commentator, Wilder has turned around this fight as well. Sheamus dropped up against that railing there. Meanwhile, in the ring, Fandango is just getting torn to shreds by Baron Corbin. Now, for a moment, I had hope. For a moment, I thought that Fandango, that this team was perhaps going to pull a rabbit out of the hat. But maybe that's exactly what Corbin was hoping for. Maybe Corbin just wanted to give this crowd hope, give this arena life, just to suck it away. Oh, but you saw Fandango wear that punch right on the jaw, but he's not backing down. That is Fandango. Like I said, his heart's in the... You gotta be kidding me. Fandango just shrugged that off. And he's just wearing these punches like nobody's business. Fandango continues to take punches from Corbin, and now he's able to strike back with one of his own. And you gotta be kidding me. Fandango able to plant Corbin face first into the canvas. Fandango's not done. It's not just all an act by Corbin. Fandango is holding his own. And Dawson just got laid out with a ripcord knee strike. Seth Rollins, I mean, he is just out there destroying Scott Dawson. Meanwhile, oh my God, Fandango. Fandango's going to go for it again. Oh, but this time he missed. This time Fandango missed with the last dance. Oh, and that may have just been his last dance, as Corbin plants him with a deep 6. And now, no, it's over. End of days. End of days. And Fandango's done. I mean, Fandango, that's all the life he had left in him. I mean, Corbin is going to go back for more punishment. Rollins, he's too caught up with his vengeance. Rollins, he's just looked towards the ring, and now he's seen it. He's seen that Fandango's in trouble. Another end of days. Rollins not going to make it in time. 2. It's over. Seth Rollins was dishing out punishment to Dash Wilder, or Scott Dawson, rather. Well, now Rollins has made it back to the ring. He wasn't able to make the save, wasn't able to save the match. Fandango's been pinned. Corbin and the Revival are going to pick up the win, but the fight's not over. The fight is not over by a long shot. Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins are throwing hands at the base of the ramp, and now Corbin goes flying. Well, Seth Rollins delivered 2 major knee strikes to Dawson, evidently one for Wilder and one for Dawson himself. And now he's looking to finish the job with Baron Corbin. Meanwhile, Dash Wilder just took an Irish Curse backbreaker over there on the outside, and now Sheamus is lining him up. He's looking to kick his damn head off with a bro kick. So the Revival are going to come out worse for wear. Perhaps the same will be the case for Baron Corbin. Might have won the matchup, but right now, Seth Rollins, I mean, he's at the mercy of Seth Rollins right now. Over there now at the top of the stage. And this is broken down into pure and utter chaos. Seth Rollins kicks just relentlessly striking away on Baron Corbin. And Sheamus is taking care of Dash Wilder. Dawson's still out. Oh my God, on the stage. Corbin just chucked him around like a rag doll out on the stage, and he's gonna do it again. Well, Sheamus trying to come down there. Sheamus trying to come to Rollins' aid. What the hell? Where the hell did Noam Dar come from? How does Dar relate to all of this? Or is he simply coming out here to make a statement? Well, now I have to question. Now I have to wonder. Who was it that took out Cedric Alexander and Zack Ryder? Was it truly the Revival? Or was it Noam Dar? Because Noam Dar, I was wondering where he was during the United States Championship matchup. He wasn't watching along like Brian Kendrick. Was that what Dar was up to? Did Dar take out the... What is going on? Is Noam Dar... Is he secretly working with Corbin and the Revival? I can't make heads or tails of this right now, folks, but the fight continues. Sheamus, it looks like he's not going to be able to make it to Rollins' aid because he's busy dealing with Noam Dar. And so Baron Corbin right now just drops Rollins, punches him in the face. I mean, Seth Rollins, he's not going to get any help. I mean, his only allies have been taken out. He's not going to get any help from Cedric Alexander or Zack Ryder. They've been taken off to a nearby hospital. Who knows what kind of injuries they sustained. Who they sustained injuries from, even. It might have been Noam Dar for all I know. And when... I don't know. Is Dar acting independently? Did he strike up some sort of a deal with these guys? I have no clue. But right now, Sheamus, Sheamus has no idea what's going on either. He's just trying to defend himself, and now that Dar has set his sights on him, I think Sheamus has completely forgotten about Seth Rollins. He's just focused on making Dar pay. As he tosses him into the ring, Fandango's out like a light. He got hit with 2 end of days. And the Revival's down. Rollins just got bounced headfirst off the announce table. And this is pure insanity out there. I thought the 6-man tag was going to be chaotic, but the fallout of the 6-man tag has been even worse. Oh, no, no, no! A deep 6 out on the stage. Good God, Rollins, is he ever going to recover from these injuries? He just takes one beatdown after another. And now Sheamus looks like he's suffering the same fate. Is this really what happens when you join forces with Seth Rollins? Is that all that awaits you is just suffering? Is there no light at the end of this tunnel? There's now Noam Dar. He's lining up Sheamus. I'm fed up with this situation right now, folks. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be unbiased as a commentator, but I'm just sick of this. There's now a DDT. Sheamus spiked head first. Rollins is out. Fandango's out. Sheamus, he's trying to get to his feet, but he's clearly out on his feet. As now Noam Dar lines him up for the Enziguri. Dar leaves the Celtic Warrior laying. I want to know what's up with this. What is Noam Dar? What's his situation? But now Baron Corbin. I mean, Corbin's still not done with Seth Rollins. What more damage do you have to do, Corbin? Planting him out on the steel ramp. No. Enough is enough, Corbin. Enough is enough. God damn it. End of days. End of days by Corbin. This situation, I thought this was going to be the conclusion of it all. But things have only escalated. Things have only gotten worse. This is a disaster. Well, the women's champion certainly did not mince any words in that interview. She's ready to take on all challengers, but tonight she'll only face one. Will it be Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, or Emma? Who's gonna go on to fight the women's champion? Who did you decide would be her opponent? Let's find out. And it looks like it will be Charlotte with 47% of the vote. Back here now in Detroit, Michigan, and this women's championship matchup is about to get underway. Charlotte, the one that I'm actually a little surprised, to be perfectly honest, given, I mean, certainly the women's division has been, well, we've seen plenty of worthy up-and-coming challengers really stepping up their game this month, but Charlotte in particular, I know, came in with a lot of confidence. She's certainly wearing that, she's coming in here with the ego of a Flair, let's say. But with that kind of confidence, it makes it all the more underwhelming, disappointing. Whenever you go out there, you talk up a big game, and then you kind of underperform a bit. And in her match her match that she had a couple of weeks ago against Carmella, Charlotte, she was a little off her game, not gonna lie. And, she did get the win, so to say that she doesn't deserve this women's championship matchup would be, whoa, there's Emma, and Emma's on her way out of the building. Emma doesn't even want to stick around to watch this matchup. She must just be that frustrated that she was not chosen to be the #1 contender here tonight. And that's, fair to her. She came back. She said that she wanted her rematch with Asuka, but she's just not going to get it tonight. But on getting back to Charlotte, like I said, you talk up that big of a game, and then you go out there and underperform, no matter how good you actually are. That certainly is gonna perhaps lower some expectations for you, but evidently people want to see Charlotte versus Asuka, and clearly Emma was not too happy with that outcome, but it's the outcome nonetheless. And as Asuka said moments ago, she doesn't care who she fights tonight. She'll go out there and she'll win. She'll beat them down no matter who they are. Asuka, the fearless women's champion, the undefeated women's champion, the queen of the ring, the empress, and of course, your current women's champion, Asuka. She has mowed down the likes of Emma, Becky Lynch, the Bella Twins, Sasha Banks, Natalya. Asuka, she's a force to be reckoned with in that ring, but tonight she's going up against a woman who's got wrestling in her blood. Perhaps Charlotte may just be Asuka's toughest task to date, but then again, this is Asuka. Maybe she'll surprise us all, especially if Charlotte is at all off her game tonight. Well, then she's not going to stand a chance. She's not going to be able to hold a candle to the women's champion, Asuka. As there you see, that is the prize that is going to be up for grabs. You just see the look of intensity on the face of Charlotte. Charlotte, she knows that this could be her one and only opportunity at the women's title, or at least her only opportunity in quite some time. She looks focused, she looks ready, and of course the women's champion Asuka, looking as ready to fight as she ever does. Hoisting that women's championship high into the air for all to see. Wearing it proudly on her sleeve that she is the best women's wrestler here in the WWE. Perhaps the best women's wrestler in the world. As the referee shows the title to Charlotte. Charlotte, perhaps, could she be walking out of this arena here in Detroit, Michigan with that title tonight? Or will she fall short? And will the Empress retain her crown? Well, the referee rings the bell, and this matchup's going to get underway. And straight out of the gate, it's a collar and elbow tie-up, a test of strength. And it's Charlotte who backs the women's champion up against the ropes. Charlotte starting out with the upper hand. And it looks like we're going to get a clean break there. And a nice sign of respect there between Charlotte and Asuka. Sometimes you'll see somebody take a cheap shot, but not between these two women. Because now, well, Charlotte had her by the arm, but Asuka able to grapple through it. Some nice chain wrestling here as now Charlotte's going to duck behind into the hammerlock. Very nice display of technical in-ring wrestling right there. As now it's Asuka who ducks behind, and now she's got Charlotte in the hammerlock. And just a little love tap there to the back of Charlotte. Asuka looks like she wins out on that exchange. Oh, and just look at Asuka, the confidence. Oh my God! Asuka with the confidence. Charlotte nearly kicked her damn head off. Oh man, only a 1 count though. But what a boot by Charlotte. Asuka, she might have kicked out at 1, but she's still trying to recover from that. And Charlotte, I mean, that was just ruthless aggression on display right there. As Charlotte now bringing the fight to Asuka early. I mean, that boot might have just... I mean, that boot has certainly given her the advantage. Asuka is in a world of trouble right now. As Charlotte measuring her, driving the knee into the face, shades of her father, Ric Flair, with a knee like that. And she's going to go down into the cover again. Hook of the leg on Asuka, but not even a 2 count. Asuka again showing that defiance. But even though she is kicking out, she's got to be still a little woozy after that huge boot to the face. Charlotte attempted a chop, but Asuka now. Asuka's going to come back with strikes of her own. And certainly, Charlotte is not going to win a battle, a brawl with Asuka. If she wants to have a battle of strikes, well, that's certainly not the strategy that Charlotte wants to go with here tonight. Although, in saying that, an extra sign of aggression, definitely something to consider, definitely not worthless on Charlotte's part. But right now, Asuka is just taking her to town. As she's got her. She's setting her up for that roundhouse kick, but Charlotte able to sidestep it. And you can see Charlotte really creating some distance here. She's stepping outside of the ring, taking some time to cool off. She's letting Asuka control the ring right now, but Charlotte going up against Asuka. You don't want to let your temper get the better of you, and that's what Charlotte's doing right now. She's cooling down. Oh, she saw her opportunity. The referee was holding Asuka back, and Charlotte took the opportunity to run in and hit her with yet another devastating boot to the skull. And now Charlotte, she's going to go after the leg. She's going to go to work, try to soften Asuka up for that figure 8. As now Charlotte, she's going to sweep her down yet again, and she's going to go right back to that leg. And this is signature Charlotte right now. This is the kind of wrestling match that she wants to partake in. As now she's got Asuka, planted her face first. With like a wheelbarrow flapjack. Now the cover, hook of the leg, but again, just a 1 count. Once again, Asuka with the kick out. You see Charlotte cracking her knuckles, looking to line her up for a shot. Another boot to the face. Asuka was trying to get to her feet, but she wasn't able to block that boot. And now look at this Boston Crab applied by Charlotte. Going for the submission early here, but look at Asuka. Asuka, even despite Charlotte's attacks on her leg, she's still able to power through that submission hold and break out of it nonetheless. And now Asuka back at it with the strikes. There's a devastating back fist. Or backhand, whichever. As now Asuka has got Charlotte. Look at this. Tornado DDT off the middle rope. Devastating tornado DDT. Charlotte trying to stumble to her feet, but Asuka's ready and waiting. And she's got her for the German suplex. Charlotte dropped right on, nearly on her neck. You can see Asuka trying to get the crowd into this matchup. The crowd so far is eating this up. A very physical contest to say the least, as now Asuka ducks underneath. And now from behind, she's got it for the German suplex again. Number 2 right there. Could Asuka be looking for the trifecta? Could she be looking for the third? As Charlotte stumbles to her feet, Asuka, she's going to go for it again. Third is a no. Third time not the charm. Charlotte counters. The boot to the midsection. Oh, and she's setting it up. Charlotte looking for the finish. Natural selection. And that could do it. Are we going to have a new women's champion right here? Charlotte, hook of the leg on Asuka. 1, 2, and it's over. It's not over. Asuka just peels the shoulder off the canvas before the count of 3. But how close was that? Charlotte nearly won herself the women's title with that natural selection. But somehow Asuka had the wherewithal to kick out, and now you can see Charlotte in no wasted motion going straight back after that leg. And that really is her best strategy at the moment. If the natural selection wasn't going to put her away, if she's not going to be able to put Asuka down with brute force, then she's going to have to stick with what she knows. Oh, a DDT on the foot. Really just adding a ton of pressure to the ankle, the knee of the women's champion. As Charlotte now is measuring her. Don't know what she could be lining up here. She's with a full to steam. Oh, vicious right hand, a forearm as well. And look at the aggression on display by Charlotte here. Charlotte not afraid to back down in the face of Asuka, as now these two women are trading blows back and forth. A knife edge chop. Another one by Charlotte. There's another one. Look at this flurry of offense by Charlotte. This is a level of aggression we don't normally see out of her. Clearly, Asuka has awoken something within her. As now Asuka, roundhouse kick. That time she connects. Charlotte certainly coming out here with a type of fire we haven't seen from her very much in the past. But Asuka's looking to put that fire out. Running hip attack. Hook of the leg on Charlotte. 2, and no! The challenger stays alive. Charlotte kicks out. But Asuka, she's still in firm control. Charlotte struggling to get to... Oh! Nothing pretty about that. Just a kick straight to the rib cage by Asuka. Now one to the back of Charlotte. Charlotte trying to get to her feet, but Asuka's there meeting her with kick after kick. Now a drop kick. Right to the temple. And how much does Charlotte have left? Charlotte, she's certainly been bringing out a level of aggression we haven't seen from her in the past. And somehow she's still able to go out there and continue striking back to Asuka. But Asuka's going to fire back as well. And as I said, Charlotte's not going to win a battle of strikes with Asuka's. Now look at this. She's awoken something fierce. As Asuka slaps, backhands, forearms, kicks. A devastating flurry. Charlotte may be done. She's certainly out of it right now. She's got no clue where she is. Asuka's dazed her, and now Asuka got her up on the top rope. Look out. Superplex. A superplex to the center of the ring. And Asuka, she thinks it's over. She's not going to go for the pin. Looks like she's going to go straight in for the finish. She's got it for the cross armbar. Asuka's got a cross armbar applied, center of the ring. Charlotte's got long legs, but I don't think she's going to be able to reach out to the bottom rope to break this. She's going to have to force her way out. Oh, and she's able to roll over. Charlotte, she does just that. She punches her way out of the hold. And now, Charlotte with another forearm right back to the strikes. Charlotte is not going to back down. But of course, Asuka certainly won't either. You saw Asuka missed with one there, though. Both these women are spent. They've given it everything they have out there. It's now a kick to the midsection, knife edge chop by Charlotte, and a spear! Charlotte nearly broke her in half with the spear. Is that going to be enough to put Asuka away? Down into the cover, hook of the outside leg. No! Even this deep into the matchup, Asuka powers out at 1. But how much did that take out of her? I mean, that's a hell of a message to send. Try to get inside Charlotte's head. Charlotte going to the top rope, but oh no, Asuka's there. Asuka with the enziguri. She's got Charlotte dazed, and oh my god! A running enziguri knocked her all the way from the top rope to the floor, and Charlotte, she came down hard on her right arm. Charlotte, that may be the end of her. You've got to be kidding me. Charlotte still trying to get back to her feet, even after crashing to the outside. But what does she have left? Asuka with a running hip attack. Wasn't quite able to stick the landing, but even then, I mean, Charlotte's out. Charlotte's done. After that fall to the outside, I don't think she's got anything left. Charlotte trying to show that fighting spirit, trying to hang in this thing, but might be too little too late. The damage has been done, and now Asuka, she's just looking to put her away. She's lining her up. Charlotte's got nothing left to block this. Asuka, she's got the Asuka lock cinched in. No rope break in sight for Charlotte. Does she have any wherewithal to break out of this, or is she going to tap out? Charlotte, no choice. She has to submit. What a performance, though, by Charlotte. Charlotte went out there and went straight to Asuka. She brought the fight to her in a way. I mean, it certainly takes guts. That's the first time I think that we've seen somebody trade blows with Asuka and come back for more. You know, at least to that extent. Charlotte went out there, and this was an all-out war from the starting bell. I mean, that boot on the face straight out of the gate certainly set the tone for this matchup. But in the end, I don't think that was a strategy Charlotte should have gone for tonight. I mean, got to give her props for the level of aggression she displayed, going right after the women's champion. But at the same time, that's not really her forte. That's not her specialty. She's more of a mat-based technical performer. You saw she didn't even get the opportunity to lock in the figure eight tonight. And perhaps that was her undoing. She ended up playing to Asuka's game, playing to Asuka's strengths. And as a result, well, the women's champion is going to walk out with her title still around her waist. Asuka, a tremendous performance. And her, wait a minute. Stephanie McMahon. That's Stephanie McMahon. Well, what's she out here for? Of course, Stephanie McMahon, the supervisor for the women's division. But what's her business right now? Oh, well, Stephanie's already chosen Asuka's next opponent. Showed them a favor. Well, who the hell is she talking about? Stephanie McMahon has chosen Asuka's opponent for SummerSlam. Wait a minute. We haven't seen her since WrestleMania. That's Nia Jax. You have got to be kidding me. SummerSlam is going to be an absolute... It's going to be an absolute war. If we thought the matchup between Charlotte and Asuka tonight was intense, Stephanie McMahon has just raised the bar. Nia Jax versus Asuka at SummerSlam. That is going to be one for the ages. I mean, just look at the size of this woman. I mean, Asuka, she's never faced someone like Nia Jax before. As you can see, Asuka, though, she's not going to back down. She's not going to be intimidated by Nia Jax, but just look at this. Look at this. Nia Jax is probably a head and shoulders taller than Asuka. And you can see Nia Jax. Well, she's itching to go. She's ready to fight Asuka right now, and Asuka's ready to fight Nia Jax right now. Asuka showing no fear in the face of Nia Jax. Although that's to be expected from the women's champion. This is going to be a hell of a showdown at SummerSlam. Neither woman afraid of the other. Neither woman willing to back down. But Nia Jax, she's saying at SummerSlam, your title reign is over. But Asuka turns her back to Nia Jax. What a display of power that was. She's not afraid of Nia Jax one bit. Well, we will see the WWE Champion Kevin Owens compete later on in the show, but up next, we've got another matchup from the blue brand, as we've got the WWE Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat matchup. 2 of the 4 opponents here will be chosen, but who's going to fight Cody Rhodes for the title? Who wins the vote? It looks like it's The Miz and Big Cass, but look at how close that vote is. It really was neck and neck. But in the end, it looks like Big Cass and The Miz are gonna get the opportunity to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship here tonight in Detroit. And I'd have to imagine that Cody Rhodes is, well, he was already upset going into this matchup. I mean, he had to fight 2 opponents that he wasn't prepared for. I mean, he had to prepare for all 4. He didn't know who he was gonna be, who he was gonna be defending against. But on top of that now, he has to deal with, well, first of all, this mammoth of a man, Big Cass, who has been on an absolute tear through the SmackDown roster as of late. Ever since he cut ties with Enzo Amore and destroyed his former tag team partner, Big Cass, he has just been rolling. I mean, of course, he beat Enzo Amore in a singles contest a couple of weeks back, but on the last episode of SmackDown, Big Cass took it just another step further by defeating Roman Reigns, although Cass did have a little bit of outside help from Eric Young, but nonetheless, Big Cass did defeat Roman Reigns. That was a tremendous momentum booster for him going into this matchup. He's certainly, I think he could be the wild card in this matchup. He's the guy these 2 men are going to have to keep a close eye on. But as well as that, Cody Rhodes, perhaps the biggest point of frustration for him is going to be the fact that The Miz is getting yet another Intercontinental Championship matchup. But hey, it's what the people wanted, Rhodes. The people, I mean, and for good reason as well, because Cody Rhodes, his last 2 defenses against The Miz have certainly been muddled in controversy. I mean, their matchup on Mega Main Event, I mean, there was the whole rope break, referee missed the hand, so the match had to be restarted. Miz thought he'd won the title, but of course he didn't, because Rhodes, he did have the rope break, ref just didn't see it, so the match was restarted, and then Miz went on to lose. Then, of course, at Payback in the submission matchup, Cody Rhodes with the low blow technically did not, I mean, he couldn't be disqualified, it was no disqualification, but even then, Cody Rhodes stooping to unspeakable measures to retain the title. So Rhodes, he doesn't feel as though he's done anything wrong, he's stayed within the rules, even though he's just used some underhanded tactics, some could say. But here, Miz is again. Miz is getting another shot because the people are tired of seeing The Miz get screwed out of the Intercontinental title. So Cody Rhodes, like it or not, this is what he's going to have to deal with tonight. He's walking into the Lion's Den. But hey, he's been the Intercontinental Champion since WrestleMania. So if anybody could take on a challenge like this, I think Cody Rhodes could be more than up to the task. I mean, I suppose, in a sense, to his benefit, Rhodes has fought Miz many a time before, so perhaps he's a little less unprepared than he otherwise could have been had he been facing Ty Dillinger or Tyler Breeze. I mean, Rhodes does have Miz's number one way or another. But Big Cass, well, Cody Rhodes, he's unfamiliar with Big Cass, which is why, again, I'd say Big Cass is the man to watch in this matchup. He's the wild card. What exactly is he going to bring to the table now that he's stepping up to the big time? Well, again, as I said, Cody Rhodes has been the Intercontinental Champion since WrestleMania, when he won the title in a 6-man ladder match, defeating the likes of Chris Jericho, Austin Aries, Apollo Crews, Tyler Breeze, The Miz. Cody Rhodes, he certainly has been a fighting champion ever since he won that title. I mean, he's competed in the first ever Intercontinental Championship Hell in a Cell matchup. Cody Rhodes, he's certainly gone through hell and high water to get to this point. And I'm sure this little speed bump on the road, this little roadblock is going to be nothing to him if he wants to truly become one of the top stars here on SmackDown. You can see Miz and Rhodes right in each other's face, but again, you gotta pay attention to Big Cass. These 2 men, that could be their undoing. Their personal history with one another could end up costing them the match. as now Big Cass is going to work. He's taking down The Miz. He's got Cody Rhodes, drops him with a neck breaker. And The Miz now looking to try to shut down Cass's momentum. Try to level the playing field in this matchup. And Cass definitely has the size, the strength advantage in this matchup. And I think this is smart. This is smart. A temporary alliance, but Miz and Rhodes going to work on Big Cass. That's what they got to do. They have to put their differences aside to take out the common enemy. And that's what we'll see in triple threat matchups like this, these temporary alliances. As Cass is... Oh, but temporary is the key word. As Cody Rhodes quickly turns his back on The Miz, sends him to the outside of the clothesline. And now Cody Rhodes is going to work on Big Cass. Oh, but Cass with a big boot to the face. Able to break his way out of the corner. And just floored him with a knee on the jaws. Miz back into the ring, but Cass is ready and waiting for him. Look out. Sky high. Miz goes into the air with a back body drop. And now Big Cass, I think he's going to take Cody Rhodes for the ride. Jeez. Nearly 7 feet in the air. Crashing down to the canvas. That'll take the wind out of your lungs for sure. As Miz now with a boot to the face, he's lining up a reality. No! There's a reality check for The Miz. Cody Rhodes, an elbow right on the face. Cut The Miz off, shut him down mid-move. And now Cody Rhodes with the clothesline. Big Cass goes to the outside. But again, you got to have eyes in the back of your head in a triple threat matchup because The Miz is right there. But there's Cody Rhodes now with a forearm to the face. Big Cass starting to get to his feet, starting to stir on the outside as Cody Rhodes now. Cody Rhodes with the knee lift straight to the midsection of The Miz. That's 4 in a row. But look out, Cass is back in the ring. Big Cass is back in the ring, but Cody Rhodes saw him, and Cody Rhodes is going to knock him to the outside again. Probably the smartest strategy Rhodes could think of right now. He's got Miz's number, so just keep Cass out of the ring. Keep him out of the matchup. Don't let him change the pace. As Miz gets whipped into the corner, Cody Rhodes continues to go to work. Big Cass again gets knocked off the ropes. Cody Rhodes doing whatever he can to keep Big Cass out of this matchup. And now Cody Rhodes off the top ropes, moonsault onto a standing Miz. Down into the cover. Is that going to put Miz away? 2. No, of course not. Miz kicks out. Miz has got too much riding on this matchup. Think the people did vote The Miz in, but I mean, again, whenever Miz gets these opportunities, you have to wonder, when is it going to be his last? I mean, he's already lost to Cody Rhodes twice. Even if the circumstances are up in the air, Miz still, I mean, he did lose. He did fail on 2 separate occasions. This is his 3rd chance. Or is he going to get any more after this? It's tough to say. He probably won't. So he's got to make this opportunity count. The people have given him the chance. Is he going to make good? Make good on their... I can't think of the word. Graciousness. Is he gonna live up to the people's demands? I mean, he's certainly got a lot weighing on his mind going into this matchup. Cody Rhodes right now with a flurry of strikes, looking to scramble his brains, disrupt his thoughts, and now Miz, look out, inverted Alabama slam. Miz planted into the canvas. Here's the cover. That may do it. Miz might be done. Miz is not done. Big Cass still down on the outside. Rhodes has done a good job at neutralizing the big man, and he continues to deliver the punishment to the self-proclaimed Hollywood A-lister. And you can see Cody Rhodes now is just measuring his man. He's got Miz right in the palm of his hand. Well, he did, but Miz with the counter. Miz able to turn the tides, and now he's got Cody Rhodes for a snap suplex. Snap suplex delivered. Big Cass, though. Big Cass is starting to get to his feet. Big Cass starting to get to his feet, but Miz saw him. Miz saw Cass was getting to his feet. He dropped him with a drop kick through the ropes. And Cass is right back down, right back out of commission. And now Miz can go to work on Cody Rhodes. We're continuing to keep this a one-on-one affair. But Cody Rhodes is striking back now. Miz, though, with the counter. Miz with the counter. And now Miz with a flurry of offense. Miz looking to back Rhodes into a corner. He whips him off the ropes. Look at this. Flapjack. Cody Rhodes pancaked into the canvas face first. And now Miz. Miz kicked out the leg. And now here's Miz with a snap DDT. Rhodes spiked headfirst into the canvas. Is that going to do it? 2. No. Cody Rhodes able to hang on. Miz is starting to get a little frustrated because he knows that Big Cass is still out there on the outside. Only going to be able to keep him at bay for so long. So he's got to try to put Rhodes away while he still can. Reality check. Miz now with an elbow to the face. Miz, he's got to... I mean, he knows that he's only got so much time. The clock is ticking. Oh, but Rhodes with the counter. Rhodes able to create separation. Perhaps Miz was looking to target the leg for the figure four, but Cody Rhodes not going to let that happen, as now Cody Rhodes is just hammering away on the Miz with these vicious strikes, punches, elbows. Miz was trying to cover up, but Cody Rhodes... I mean, Cody Rhodes is so fed up with the Miz right now, he will probably do... I mean, he'll do anything to make sure that Miz doesn't walk away with the title tonight. As Cody Rhodes now springs to the outside. Rhodes looking... Oh! Shade to Eddie Guerrero with the Tope Atomico. Down into the cover again, but again, Rhodes does not hook the leg. And that allows Miz the opportunity to just get the shoulder up. Didn't require as much effort. It's Cass again, getting to his feet, but Cody Rhodes sees him. Cody Rhodes! The Intercontinental Champion launches himself to the outside this time. Cass just can't catch a break. He's been continuously shut down there on the outside, kept out of this matchup. And Cody Rhodes continues to dish out the punishment on The Miz. Off the ropes now. Rhodes delivers the knee to the face. And Cass is nowhere in sight to break this up. Rhodes, has he done it? No, just a 1 count. Miz showing a bit of defiance. Rhodes perhaps... Oh, Miz caught him by the leg. Miz caught him by the leg. Rhodes made a mistake. And Miz made him pay for it. Is now Miz is going to... Oh, he sees a bullseye on that leg. And he's going to go right for it. Try to soften Rhodes up for the figure four. That's exactly what Miz is doing right now. The knees delivered straight to the thigh. Straight to the outside of the leg of Cody Rhodes. And now Miz. Miz is going to continue to dish out the damage on that leg. But he's only got so much time. Big Cass is only going to be kept at bay for so long. Oh, look at this, Miz. He's caught. Cody Rhodes. Oh, the famouser. The leg drop right to the back of the head. And Cody Rhodes now has got to capitalize. He's got to continue to keep this up. Keep up the pressure. Has a knee to the face. Miz up on his shoulders now. Cody Rhodes. Looks like he's going to take him over to the corner. Cody Rhodes. Oh, face first. Off the turnbuckle. Snake eyes. And now Cody Rhodes is going to go high rent. Cody Rhodes looking to take a risk as Miz stumbles to his feet, but Cody Rhodes recognizes Miz was a little too close for comfort. As now... Oh, no! Miz hung Rhodes up. Hung Rhodes up to dry, and now Miz with a full head of steam. Oh, but look out behind you, Miz! Big Cass is back in it. And Big Cass just bowled Miz right over. Miz ran at him with a full head of steam and just hit Cass. I mean, Cass was just a brick wall, just waiting to completely shut him down, as now the big man can finally go to work. The Intercontinental Champion is down on the outside, nowhere in sight to save his title. And this is the ultimate opportunity for Big Cass. He might not get a better chance at the title than this. As Miz stumbling to get to his feet. Oh, wait, Miz able to block the punch. Miz is still able to fight back against the big man. As Rhodes is still down. Here's Miz with a... Oh, no, well scouted by Cass. He knew Miz too well. Miz was looking for that clothesline in the corner, but Cass able to dodge it. Miz crashed and burned, then got planted with a gorilla press. Into the cover, hook of the outside leg, but Miz able to kick out yet again. And Cass now starting to get frustrated. You have to imagine Cass, all this pent-up aggression. He's been kept out of the matchup for so long. Unable to even really get started in this thing. And now he's just unleashing, oh, a barrage of offense on the Miz. That's an Empire elbow delivered. Rhodes is still down on the outside, trying to gather his bearings. And Big Cass just punishing the Miz inside the ring right now. As he bounced him skull first off the turnbuckle. Cass now, elbows to the side of Miz's head. And now Cass is just stomping a mud hole in the Miz. Rhodes is still down. Cass knows he's in control. He's got this matchup in the palm of his hands. It's just a matter of can he put the Miz away. As he's looking for a neck breaker. No, Miz with the counter. Miz with the counter. And a big boot to Big Cass. Tremendous move there by the Miz. Able to get his leg up get his boot into Cass's face. And now Cass is down. Miz starting to go to work on Big Cass. Try to soften him up for the figure four. Well, Miz seems to be going for an all-out attack right now. Going after the leg, going after the arm. Boots to the face. He's got him. No, but Cass already back to his feet. Big Cass not going to let Miz stay on the offensive for too long. And now Big Cass just overpowering Miz. With 3 straight right hands right to the face. Might have broken Miz's nose. As now Big Cass just wrenching away on the jaw. Cass is just tormenting Miz right now, and now just spiking his head into the canvas. Cass is pissed off. And now what's he thinking? Well, now Big Cass has got him up. Oh no, he's got him in the powerbomb position and drives him right into that turnbuckle. Miz, he could be down and out. Hook of the outside leg. Cass has done it. We've got a new Intercontinental Champion. We do not. Miz somehow managed to survive. And Cass is furious. He thought that was going to be enough to put Miz away, but it was not. Miz will live to fight for at least another few moments. As Cass has got him up on his shoulder, he's going to drive him into the corner again, this time with a power slam. And just drops him down. Oh, and Cass up to the middle rope. He's looking to crush the life out of the Miz here. Off the middle rope. No, he missed. Cass missed big time with the splash. And now Miz could be looking to put Cass away. Cass is in trouble. The Miz from behind. Miz with a half Nelson backbreaker. Half Nelson backbreaker. Hook of the leg on Cass. 1, 2, and no. The Miz will not yet put Cass away. Oh, but look out, Miz from behind. Cody Rhodes sneaks in. Cody Rhodes picks his spot. Rolls Miz up, stacked on his shoulders, but Miz able to kick out. Miz thought for a moment that he was on the cusp of becoming Intercontinental Champion, but now he's outside of the ring. He's the furthest away from the title that he could possibly be, and now Cody Rhodes. With dark matter, Cass is out. 1, 2, but he kicks out again. Cody Rhodes nearly walked out with the Intercontinental Championship still in his grasp, but Cass is still in this thing, and Cass is coming back for more. And now Big Cass is dishing out the punishment. Big Cass one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion. Miz is down on the outside. And now Big Cass is getting his taste of what it's like to wrestle a champion. As Cody Rhodes tossed into the ropes. Devastating power on display by Big Cass. And now Cody Rhodes whipped off the ropes. Big Cass with a big boot right on the jaw. Rhodes might be out. He might be done. 2. No. Unbelievable matchup this is. These 3 men are giving it everything they've got and then some out there in that ring. Big Cass. That boot would have knocked any normal man out cold, but somehow Cody Rhodes still able to hang in this thing. But for how much longer, I have to wonder, because Big Cass has got him up on his shoulders. Cody Rhodes, this is not good for him. Hung up to dry on that top rope, or hung out to dry rather. Now Cass, hook the leg again. It's not gonna do it. Cody Rhodes kicked out at 1. How is Cody Rhodes still hanging in this thing, and with such defiance, such aggression? It's truly the reserves of a champion Cody Rhodes is digging into right now. Cody Rhodes showing the heart of a warrior as off the middle rope. Oh, he got him with the disaster kick. Disaster kick. Cass could be out. Cover now. 1, 2, and it's not over. Cass just peeled the shoulder off the canvas, and Rhodes in his desperation did not hook the leg. Maybe that's what cost him. But Rhodes not going to dwell on it. Straight to the top rope. Look out below. Crossbody, but he couldn't stick for the pin. Rhodes unable to stick for the pin. Valuable time wasted. 2. And Cass again just gets the shoulder up. Cody Rhodes, little mistakes, but they are they could ultimately be his undoing. There's Cass trying to get to his feet. Rhodes, he's got control, but he doesn't have any time to waste. Miz is recovering on the outside. He could pop in at any moment. As Rhodes, some knife edge chops. Shot to the midsection, now up to the middle rope. Cody Rhodes, he's looking for Diamond Dust. Cass, again, takes tremendous punishment. Rhodes, Helk of the outside leg, 2. And again, Cass kicks out. Is anybody going to be able to put this big man away? I don't know. Big Cass, we might be looking at the next Intercontinental Champion right here. Cody Rhodes drops a leg. And Cody Rhodes is getting frustrated now. He's throwing a tantrum out there. But he's gotta keep his wits about him. There's Big Cass now. Well, Big Cass back to his feet again. Cody Rhodes eats a tremendous shot to the face. And now over the top rope to the outside goes Cody Rhodes. Rhodes is down on the outside, but Miz is back to his feet. Miz is back in the ring. Miz, no. Cass able to block the skull-crushing finale. Miz, oh no, now Miz is in trouble. Could we see a East River? No, we're not going to see it. Miz able to counter the East River crossing, and now roll up, roll up, roll up. New Intercontinental Champion right here. Cass is caught. Cass is done. No. Cass kicked out. Miz now, not wasting any time. No wasted motion. Straight off the ropes. Using that momentum to his advantage. And he takes Cass down with a neck breaker. I mean, Rhodes is down. This is Miz's ultimate opportunity. Miz, clothesline in the corner. A clothesline in the corner. Cass, he gets hit with it this time. You can see Cass is reeling from the damage of that shot. Trying to get back to his feet. Cass is trying to show that fighting spirit. But Miz up to the top rope. And Miz with the crossbody. Miz sticks for the pin. This could do it. 1, 2. No. These men are just running on absolute adrenaline right now, folks. That's got to be the only thing keeping Cass still alive in this matchup. But Miz, he's running on adrenaline right now. No, wait. Cass counters him. Shuts down the flurry. And now Miz against the ropes. No, he blocks a punch. And now the Miz striking back. Miz is trading blows with Big Cass right now. He's going toe-to-toe. He's going toe-to-toe with Big Cass. Now the abdominal stretch applied. Miz, he's got Cass caught in the center of the ring with an abdominal stretch. Is this the smartest idea, though? I'm not sure, because Cass, he's got the strength advantage. That was not a submission hold. I don't think that was the greatest option that Miz could have gone with there. And is that going to end up costing him in the end? Cass has got control, and he knows it. Miz, it's all he can do just to get to his feet. Even using the ropes, he can barely stand. It's now Cass. Cass has got him looking for a vertical suplex. Wait, Miz stuck the landing. Miz stuck the landing. And he chopped out the back of Cass's leg. Miz, he took out the leg, and now he's looking to put Cass away. He's got the figure 4 locked in. The figure 4 is cinched in. Is Cass gonna tap? Is Miz gonna win the Intercontinental Championship right here? Big Cass, it's a triple threat. No rope break to save him. He's just gonna have to power out of this. Big Cass, he's in trouble. But Cass trying to rolling over onto his stomach, reversing the pressure. Miz, no choice but to break the hold. You can see Miz grabbing at his leg. Both men are spent right now. But it's Cass who strikes first with the axe handle to the top of Miz's head. And that might have just sealed Miz's fate. He's out on his feet. Cass, it's just going to take one shot to put him away. No! Miz countered into a DDT. He countered the gorilla press into a DDT. Cass now, he's the one out on his feet. And Miz, he's going to go right back for it. And Cass has got nothing left to counter. Cass has got nothing left to block. And the figure 4 is locked in again. The figure 4 is locked in again. Is Miz going to do it? Cass is going to tap. No, wait. Cody Rhodes is back. Cody Rhodes is there. And Cody Rhodes breaks the figure 4. No, he's got a chair. He's got a chair. Cody Rhodes. Steel chair to the back of Miz's head. Well, it's a triple threat. No disqualification. Miz rolls to the outside. He's out cold. And now Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes just wailing away on Big Cass with the steel chair. Well, Miz has done the damage. He's worn him out with the figure 4. And Miz, he's out right now. Cody Rhodes, this is his golden opportunity to put Cass away, and he's going to do it with the crossroads. Miz, he's not going to make it in time. Rhodes the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Cody Rhodes. Somehow he's going to walk out of Detroit, Michigan, still your Intercontinental Champion. Oh my, what a turn of events at the tail end of that matchup. Miz had him. Miz had Big Cass, but Rhodes was there. Miz, a few more seconds in that figure 4, I think Big Cass was going to tap out. There was no way Cass would have broken out of that hold. But Cody Rhodes was there. Cody Rhodes, truly impeccable timing on his part to jump in there, break up the figure 4. He laid out Miz with a steel chair. And really, I mean, at that point, he just had to pick the scraps. Cass was a sitting duck. And there you see it, the steel chair shot to the back of Miz's head. That took Miz out of this matchup. Cody Rhodes just dishing out any extra damage he felt was necessary to Big Cass, then finished him off with the Crossroads. And Cody Rhodes is going to walk out, still the Intercontinental Champion. Miz just now coming to, just now getting to his feet. Oh, but Miz, look out behind you, Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, he's down, and Miz is hammering away. Miz is tired of this. He's tired of playing cat and mouse with Cody Rhodes. He's tired of Rhodes sneaking in at the last possible second with some sort of, pulling out the win with some sort of dirty trick. And now Miz has the Intercontinental Championship in his hand. What's he going to do with it? Is he going to walk away with it? Is he going to steal the Intercontinental title? Is he going to hit Rhodes with it? Is he going to... You can see Miz clearly is frustrated right now. He's torn. But he drops the Intercontinental Championship on Cody Rhodes. And even after all this, I have a feeling that this is far from over. Miz... Well, here you see earlier today, Kurt Angle, here in the Cyber Sunday Arena before the show, was getting in some work, getting a workout in with the head of the Performance Center, Matt Bloom. You see Kurt Angle doing some exercises, running the ropes. He was gearing up for his matchup, his showdown with Kevin Owens. And that's up next. It'll be Kevin Owens, the WWE Champion, taking on Kurt Angle. And it looks like his handicap will be a one-sided 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, so to describe this matchup that's coming up, 2 falls to win. So Kurt Angle, all he needs is 1 fall. If he can pin Kevin Owens, he wins the matchup. But Kevin Owens, he's going to have to beat Kurt Angle twice. And if Kurt Angle... So that's what it is. It's a one-sided 2 out of 3 falls match. So Kevin Owens, he has to win twice. Kurt Angle only has to win once. And going into this matchup, Kurt Angle, he told Kevin Owens that he didn't want Owens to take it easy on him. He didn't want Owens to get complacent. He wanted the best damn superstar on SmackDown. He wanted the WWE Champion, Kevin Owens. And so Kevin Owens said, okay, I'll go all out, but I don't want to finish this matchup too quickly now, so I'll give you a handicap, and that leads us to the matchup we're about to get. It could have been a 2-on-1 handicap. It could have been a one-sided no-holds-barred match, but instead, it'll be a one-sided 2 out of 3 falls match. So for Kurt Angle, this is just a standard wrestling match for him. Kevin Owens, though, that's the handicap he's going to be working with. That's the handicap that he asked for. As now we await the arrival of the WWE Champion, and here he is. That theme music signaling the arrival of the unstoppable WWE Champion, Kevin Owens. And this man has just carved an absolute path of destruction. He's carved his way through the SmackDown roster like nothing. He's taken out challenger after challenger ever since he won that WWE Championship back at Survivor Series. He's currently the longest reigning champion in Universe mode. Kevin Owens, he's certainly been a force to be reckoned with. He's taken out, I mean, you saw him list off the names earlier in the show. He took out Brock Lesnar and Titus O'Neil at Survivor Series, defeated Lesnar again at Fastlane. Royal Rumble, he defeated Adrian Neville. WrestleMania, he defeated The Undertaker. Extreme Rules, it was Daniel Bryan. Payback, it was CM Punk. In between there, he also took out Goldberg. And then, of course, last month at Battleground, Kevin Owens was able to retain the title in a Fatal 4-Way elimination match Wait a minute. Well, you want to talk about Battleground? Here's a man who's got leftover beef with Kevin Owens from Battleground. He's the new #1 contender for the WWE Championship, and it looks like he's coming to get a front row seat for this matchup. Of course, this is the Japanese sensation, the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And Kevin Owens, well, this is the man he's going to be facing at SummerSlam. This is his next challenger. And it looks like Nakamura is going to try to play some mind games here tonight, get inside Kevin Owens' head, and that'll certainly throw Owens off his game a bit. But Nakamura clearly wants to get a front row seat to the action. He wants to get a bird's eye view on Kevin Owens. He wants to scout him out for their matchup at SummerSlam next month. And Nakamura's saying, well, what are you waiting for? Let's get this show on the road. Nakamura, well, maybe not a front row seat. He's clearly standing, but you get the picture. You get the idea. You can see this is vintage Kevin Owens right here. Rolling to the outside, dictating the pace of the matchup from the get-go. And perhaps for Kevin Owens right now, it's also just a chance for him to recompose himself. Now that he knows that Nakamura is out here at ringside, Owens goes to the outside. He's going to make Kurt Angle wait on him. Well, Kurt Angle's going to go to the outside. Oh, but a clothesline by Owens. That's what Owens does. If you try to follow him to the outside, he attacks you. He sucker punches you. But if you stay in the ring, well, then it's a test of patience. You just gotta figure out. Oh, come on, Owens into the ring and right back to the outside. Breaks the count. This is what Owens does. He wears you down. He really will. He really forces you to try your patience. Now you can see Kurt Angle. Well, Angle was looking to go to the outside. The referee trying to stop him. And Kurt Angle, I mean, this is just what Kevin Owens does. He gets inside his opponent's head and to the outside again. And Kurt Angle's done. He's tired of playing the waiting game. But that's what Owens does. That's how he operates. He'll dictate the pace of the matchup. He will get under your skin from the starting bell. That's his strategy. Is he'll immediately try to throw you off your game. And even if you don't pursue him, even if you don't charge in after him, well then Owens still, I mean, he's still making the first move of the matchup. He's still got control. And although this isn't a championship matchup, but typically if Owens goes to the outside, the challenger will have to worry about, potential countouts. Because as the champion, you're not gonna lose the title via disqualification or count out. That's the champion's advantage, so Owens also will generally have that to get inside his opponent's mind as well. As Kurt Angle dumped to the outside. Now Kevin Owens going with a full head of steam, full throttle to the outside, a cannonball dive, and well, how quickly Owens will change the tempo of a matchup. Just a few moments ago, he was out on the outside waiting, just playing the waiting game, and now he's charging at Kurt Angle, diving over the top rope. Now going to the top rope. Look out below. Another cannonball dive, this time to the inside of the ring. Kurt Angle instinctively rolls to the outside, but Owens is going to follow him right out. And Kevin Owens, I mean, he's got Kurt Angle right in the palm of his hand very quickly. This might be a quick matchup. Maybe that's why Kevin Owens wanted the handicap. Because right now, Kurt Angle's not looking so great. Bit of a slow start, and this could be that ring rust on display by Kurt Angle here. I mean, he's done the training, he's done the prep work, but even then, Kurt Angle, he's not an everyday superstar like Kevin Owens. He hasn't been out there 24/7, 365 days in the year like Kevin Owens has. So he doesn't have the same conditioning built up. Just on top of also, his age. Kevin Owens is younger, he's healthier. Kurt Angle, over the years, has racked up numerous injuries. So, again, he doesn't want to drag this matchup out. Kurt Angle wants to try to put Owens away as quickly as possible. And perhaps with Shinsuke Nakamura at ringside, that could give Angle a bit of an advantage, as Kevin Owens might not be, 100% in the game right now. As Kurt Angle, after dropping Kevin Owens with a German suplex, going to bring him to his feet. Oh, but Owens a shot to the midsection. And now Kevin Owens is right back on the attack. Kurt Angle, he had the offense. Well, Angle's going to try to hang on to that offensive. Owens is trying to shut it down. And now look at this. Look at this. Back suplex delivered. High angle back suplex at that. Owens nearly dropped on his neck. Covered by Angle, but not even on one count. Owens kicks out at a count of nothing. I mean, how do you stop this man? I don't know. Nakamura certainly has been Owens' toughest challenger to date. But at this point, you have to wonder, is anybody going to take the WWE Championship from Kevin Owens? Can anybody stop him? As now Kevin Owens has Angle on the outside again. Drives him into the barricade. And now Owens is going to hang him out to dry on that barricade. Nakamura, he's no longer out on the stage. It seems though he's hopped into the crowd. He's signing some autographs or whatever. But even then, Nakamura, he knows full well what Kevin Owens is capable of. As now Kurt Angle's caught. He's at the mercy of the WWE Champion, driven into the barricade. Driven into the barricade by Kevin Owens. The referee continues to count. Kevin Owens is going to go inside the ring. Is he gonna take the count out loss here, perhaps? Are we gonna see it? No. Kevin Owens, that's not how he rolls. If he's gonna win a matchup, then he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it the right way, just to prove his dominance. Not really out of any sign of respect for his opponent, but just because Kevin Owens, he knows that he can. He has the luxury of, having that choice. He's just that damn good. But oh, look at Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle able to reverse. Kevin Owens perhaps took a little too much time. He was toying with Angle a little too much. Playing with his food. And now Kurt Angle's got Owens with a belly-to-belly suplex. And look at the strength on display by Kurt Angle. I talk about having potential ring rust. But then there's moments like that where it appears as though he hasn't missed a beat. As just look at the strength. Able to lift Kevin Owens up overhead with the belly-to-belly. And that's the Kurt Angle of old. That's the Olympic gold medalist. As Kevin Owens stumbling to his feet, but Kurt Angle has got him right in the palm of his hand right now. Kurt Angle has certainly flipped the tables in his favor. As there's 2 German suplexes, but he's going to keep him hooked for the third. The trifecta completed. And now Angle down into the cover. Hook of the leg on Kevin Owens. 2, but just a 2. Of course, that wasn't going to put him away. And normally, if you're the champion, you're going into a big matchup against a guy like Shinsuke Nakamura. Perhaps Kevin Owens, if he was someone else, maybe he would, not give it 100% out there tonight. But that's not how Kevin Owens rolls. He goes out there, and he doesn't want to lose a match. At this point, there's definitely a bit of pride involved for him. I mean, he's only ever been pinned once, and that was by the current World Heavyweight Champion, Cesaro. Nobody else has managed to put Kevin Owens down for 3 seconds. So at this point, Kevin Owens, he's not going to take the easy way out. Because he's built up this reputation of being unstoppable. So he has to go out there night in, night out and prove why he is. Prove why he is the unstoppable force. The immovable object. He's just not a guy anybody can take down. He's got to... that's all about playing the mind games, getting inside your opponent's head, because if your opponent thinks you're unbeatable, well, then they're not going to beat you, because they're going to be quicker to give up. They're going to be quicker to give up the fight, because they're going to get discouraged, thinking that, well, nobody else has managed to beat this guy. How the hell am I going to do it? And right now, Kurt Angle is just at the mercy of the monster, as he crawls over into the corner, but against Kevin Owens, that's about the last place you want to be. As again, Owens, the cannonball dive into the corner. Just crushed the life out of Kurt Angle. Now Owens is going to go in for the cover, hook of the leg, and that might do it. Kurt Angle might be done. He's not done. Kurt Angle manages to kick out. Nakamura watching very closely there from the ramp. He's hopped back out of the crowd. He's back to watching this with a keen eye. Trying to get a close look at Kevin Owens' best moves. Get a look at his game plan. And you see Kevin Owens, well, that's a pose straight for Nakamura, saying, hey, watch this. This is what you're looking forward to at SummerSlam. The boot, or the knee to the midsection, and now, oh, the running senton. Crushing all the life out of the... Crushing all the wind out of the lungs of Kurt Angle. Now look at this. Now Kevin Owens just stomping on Kurt Angle. Yeah, you want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Owens is doing just that. But first, the boot to the midsection. Now another boot to the face. Owens is just toying with Kurt right now. He's just having fun out there. He's putting on a show for Shinsuke Nakamura. Putting on a show for his #1 contender. But Kurt Angle's going to turn it back around. And Kurt Angle with a clothesline. Owens spills to the outside. And now Kurt Angle Gonna take the fight to the outside. Although so far that hasn't really worked out for him. Might be in Kurt Angle's best interest to bring the action back inside the ring. As Kurt Angle, there's a European uppercut. Owens is staggered. Owens again staggered with the second European uppercut. Nakamura watching on very closely. I mean, just look at how close these men are right now. Nakamura. Oh, wait a minute. Kevin Owens has turned his sights to Nakamura. Kevin Owens, a stare down with Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura saying, hey, whoa! Well, that was uncalled for. Nakamura is not a part of this matchup. But Kevin Owens with the cheap shot on Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura was saying, well, why are you focusing on me? Your opponent's back there. But clearly Kevin Owens... Well, Kevin Owens takes the cheap shot. Oh, wait. But he took his eyes off the prize, perhaps focusing on Nakamura for that brief second, took him off his game, and now Kurt Angle's gonna make him pay for it. Angle slam, it's over. Kurt Angle has done it. He's defeated. No, he hasn't. I'm getting ahead of myself. Have I forgotten who Kurt Angle's facing tonight? One angle slam, one measly angle slam's not gonna be enough to put Kevin Owens away, even if he is off his game. Is Kevin Owens now able to counter? Angle's in trouble, boot to the midsection, off the ropes. We've seen this many a time before. Kurt Angle, he's down. Pop-up powerbomb by Owens, hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Kevin Owens scores the first fall. Wait a minute. Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, Kevin Owens gets the first fall, but Nakamura, he's done. He's not going to watch this anymore. Shinsuke Nakamura is going straight after Kevin Owens. Well, this is supposed to be a 2 out of 3 falls match for Kevin Owens. But I think the referee might have to throw this matchup out. Shinsuke Nakamura, always line up a Kinshasa. Look out, no! Owens able to dodge it. Sidestep. Whoa, wait a minute. Rusev? What is Rusev doing out here? Rusev staring eye to eye with Kurt Angle. The referee has gotten the hell out of Dodge. This matchup's done. This matchup's been thrown out. Nakamura has assaulted Kevin Owens. I mean, yeah, so basically, whether it's this match is going to be ruled if this match is going to be, if that's going to count as a disqualification, or if it's just a no contest, I don't know what the semantics of it are going to be, but right now, Kevin Owens just got planted with an inverted exploder suplex out on the concrete floor as well. But Rusev is right in the face of Kurt Angle. Rusev wants a piece of Kurt Angle. Well, what's brought this on? Well, Rusev has set his sights on Angle. He's sent a message to Kurt. But meanwhile, Shinsuke Nakamura is sending a message to Kevin Owens with a bone-shattering Kinshasa. Nakamura he's struck first. He's fired the first shot. SummerSlam is going to be a war. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. It's going to be AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match. But what's the stipulation? Falls count anywhere? Last man standing? First blood? What did you decide? It'll be a last man standing match. there you saw it, the history between these two men. This matchup has been well over half a year in the making. But now it's finally happened in the final showdown between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. And of course, the winner of this matchup will go on to SummerSlam to face the World Heavyweight Champion Cesaro for all the marbles. The World Heavyweight title will be up for grabs. But who is going to be the man to go on to SummerSlam? Is it going to be Samoa Joe, the man who has yet to really earn a one-on-one matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship, a man who has just been unable to put AJ Styles away in the past? Or is it going to be AJ Styles, the man who has consistently had Samoa Joe's number, and of course the man who has fought Cesaro for the World Heavyweight Championship before? Of course, it was Samoa Joe who potentially cost AJ Styles his opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship back at Payback. And that was what set this all in motion. You can see AJ Styles, well, earlier tonight he wasn't wearing the tape, but for this matchup tonight, he might be medically cleared to compete, but obviously the medical staff back there, if Styles is going to be in the ring, they want to take some precautionary measures. You can see that left shoulder all taped up. So obviously Styles still suffering a little bit from the... Oh, no. I mean, the match hasn't even started, but Samoa Joe doesn't care. Styles can't even make his entrance. Samoa Joe charging up the ramp, and this match is already underway. Well, of course, AJ Styles seems to still be wearing some of the scars from when Samoa Joe drove him into the power box earlier at the start of this month on Monday Night Raw. So Styles, his shoulder's all taped up. He might be medically cleared, but that doesn't mean that he's at 100%. So he's already working from, working at a disadvantage tonight. And even now, that disadvantage has only been accentuated with Samoa Joe firing the first shot in this matchup. I mean, they haven't even made it to the ring yet. Although this is a last man standing matchup, so the match is underway. We don't have to wait for them to get to the ring. Hell, they don't even have to make it to the ring. You can see right now, I mean, these two men are just so... I mean, this is basically like a blood feud at this point. I mean, these two men, they're just obsessed with tearing each other apart now, but that's really what it's resorted to. I mean, they're all firing shots. Not all their punches are landing, but they just continue to trade strikes. I mean, there's no love lost, certainly, between these two men, and it's a last man standing matchup. It's do or die. This should hopefully be the last, the final war between Styles and Joe. And from this point, they'll both be able to move on. One of them will advance to a world title match at SummerSlam. The other, well, what's going to be next for them, I have no idea. But look at Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has taken Styles up to the... No. Right on the steel. Right on the steel. Samoa Joe planted AJ Styles spine first. And I mean, yeah, they're nowhere near the ring. I don't think we're going to be getting back to the ring anytime soon. These two men are going to brawl all throughout the arena, it looks like. As they, I mean, of course, being over on that... Wait a minute. AJ Styles just tossed Samoa Joe into the back. Just tossed him into the backstage area. We're trying to get a camera crew back there to get some eyes on the action. We finally have. Styles attempting to strike Joe down with a chair shot, but oh, no. Out on that concrete. A German suplex. And now Samoa Joe's got the steel chair. And Samoa Joe's going to unload with vicious chair shots to the midsection, the back. Joe just looking to torture AJ Styles. I mean, this matchup is not just about victory. It's not just about becoming #1 contender, but it's about finally proving once and for all who is the best. Because so far, it's been AJ Styles. So far, AJ Styles has... Well, now he's got a trash can. But so far, AJ Styles has had Joe's number. Joe just hasn't been able to keep up with Styles. And slowly but surely, that's eaten away at him. And this is what it's ultimately boiled down to. Last man standing match in the main event of Cyber Sunday. Well, Styles is perhaps looking to put Joe through that table. And I'm just hoping my voice will last throughout the duration of this matchup. But the question is, How much longer are these two gonna last? Oh, God! After moves like that, Styles isn't gonna last too long. It's backed up. Joe trying to perhaps put Styles through the table. He was able to block Styles' attempt to do so. Oh, no. Oh, no. Samoa Joe, he's got Styles' German suplex through the table. The referee begins the count. As, of course, you've got... Oh, my God. AJ Styles put through a table, gets up before a count of 2. And then points Samoa Joe out. Signature Bullet Club, gun to the face. And if that's not confidence, I don't know what is. Or perhaps it's just sheer stupidity on the part of AJ Styles. But certainly you have to admire the fighting spirit. But now Samoa Joe just carrying around. Oh, wait, but his back gave out. Clearly the damage, I mean, these two men are already dealt out a tremendous level of punishment to one another. Joe was trying to powerbomb Styles into something, but Styles was able to force his way out of it. Joe's back gave out. And this early into the matchup, I mean, just look at the intensity. They're getting thrown into all sorts of, every which way, whatever obstacles are back there in the back could potentially become a weapon. As now AJ Styles is somehow able to go back on the offensive. I mean, that was a bold statement earlier, just moments ago, answering that German suplex through a table at just a 2 count. And now just drills him with those steel shelves. And yeah, they're going to take this all over the arena. We're backstage right now. AJ Styles, well, we're getting further and further away from the ring. This is, I mean, nothing even close to a regular wrestling match. Samoa Joe able to counter now. Styles bouncing off that locker. Or is it some sort of equipment box? Well, whatever it is, it's not going to be good for AJ Styles, who now gets his knees driven into the concrete floor. Now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe with the stomp to the leg. Trying to shut down Styles' mobility. And now Samoa Joe has got him in the powerbomb position. Is he going to be able to hit it this time? Is his back going to give out? I don't think it will. I don't think it will. He's got him right where he wants him. Powerbomb onto the equipment box. Is that going to put Styles away? The referee begins the count. The referee to a count of 2. Oh my God. Not even a count of 3. Styles is already back to his feet. I mean, this could be a career-ending match tonight. I mean, Styles is already going into this beat up, battered, bruised. And now Samoa Joe is only continuing to punish him further. Because now Samoa Joe, he's going to toss him. Oh my God. Straight into that steel door. Looks like some sort of, vehicle would go in there, like a garage. But Styles now, referee up to a count of 4. And just stay down, Styles. Just stay down. Save yourself. Let it end here. Of course, he's not going to do that, though. This is AJ Styles. This feud is far too personal. And AJ Styles is certainly no quitter. Yes, now he's got Samoa Joe. Hurricanrana takes him down on the concrete floor. Follows up with a knee to the face. Buries it into the mush of Samoa Joe. Now AJ Styles could perhaps start taking Joe out towards the parking lot. I mean, once things get out there, I mean, this matchup might as well just be a lost cause, if it's not already. As Styles, now you can just see these two men are exhausted. I mean, this matchup, I don't know how much longer this is going to go on for. Oh, Styles looking Styles clash, but Samoa Joe able to counter it into a back body drop. Now delivers a knee right to the face of AJ Styles. I mean, Styles, he tried. He's trying to go for his best shot, but I think Samoa Joe's still got too much left in the tank. And he just put him through another table, but even then, he's not going to let the referee count. I mean, this has gotten far too personal for Samoa Joe. He's not just going to take the victory there. He wants to make sure that if he's going to finish off AJ Styles, he's going to finish him all for good. Where's he taking him now? Well, now Samoa Joe just tosses him to the floor. You can see Styles can't even save himself. I don't know if Styles has anything left. And Samoa Joe, another knee to the face. I mean, come on. What more can these two men do to each other? Oh, well, they're right over by that equipment box. Somebody get them out of there. No, 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 no. Referee, you got to stop that. You can't let them do that again. We can't afford to lose power in this arena. Not in the middle of this. Well, thankfully, AJ Styles, cooler heads prevailed. Styles is going to take Samoa Joe. It looks like starting to take him back towards the ring. And I mean, yeah, that's the last thing we need, is in the middle of a last man standing match for the power in the arena to go out. I'm getting winded just watching this matchup. These two men are just absolute... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God. Right onto the corner of those shelves. A Uranagi slam. And, I mean, the referee continues to count, but Joe's... I mean, he's not even thinking. He's thinking about his next move already. He's not going to let Styles give up there. Now he's got Styles up on his shoulders again. Samoa Joe looking to carry him back to the ring, but he can't. He can't. He's got nothing left. And now Styles with a clothesline. I mean, these two men are just going to... Are either of them going to have anything left after this matchup? I don't know if it even matters who's going to go on to fight Cesaro at SummerSlam. Are they going to even be able to fight Cesaro? Will they have anything left in the tank by that point? I mean, they'll have a month to recover, but only so much damage you can recover from. Well, now Styles is taking him back to ringside. Perhaps this matchup can de-escalate. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? That's wishful thinking. It's not going to happen. These two men absolutely hate each other. Is now Samoa Joe able to go back on the offensive? Drop Styles out on the stage, spine first. And now Joe. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no! AJ Styles took a tumble off the stage to the concrete floor. Surely that'll do it. Surely now Styles is done. The referee, to a count of 3, Samoa Joe just pacing around the ringside area. Wait a minute, what is Joe thinking? What is he looking to grab? A weapon? Joe just scouting out the ringside area, looking for other ways to punish AJ Styles. The referee to a count of 6. Count of 7, that might do it. That might put him away. Count of 8. Oh, come on, Joe. You might have even had the match won there, but again, this has just gotten that personal that Samoa Joe, he doesn't just want to win. He doesn't just want to beat AJ Styles, but he wants to tear him apart. He wants to tear him down. He doesn't want to just defeat Styles. He wants to obliterate him. He wants to make sure that AJ Styles will never stand up to him again. As Styles now hopping back up to the stage. Oh, and now it looks like we got a game of cat and mouse going on here. AJ Styles running towards the ring, creating separation. The Samoa Joe trying to catch up, trying to keep up with him. But AJ Styles, certainly that separation is going to give him a moment to prepare. A moment to go back on the attack. And now, no. Back suplex onto the apron. Spine first, straight onto the hardest part of the ring. Samoa Joe. He's going to be worse for wear. Oh, but Styles, he can't even get him up. Styles was trying to power him up for something else, but he just didn't have it in him. And Samoa Joe rams him into the steel stairs, and he does it again. I mean, this matchup has just been... I've never seen a matchup like this before. I mean, this is perhaps the most... Oh, no. Now draped across the barricade, draped across the corner of that barricade. Samoa Joe with a big boot. And certainly, it's been quite some time since I last saw a matchup this physical. I think the last time I saw a matchup this heated was probably the 60-minute Iron Man matchup between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. I think that was the last time I saw a matchup this personal, this intense. I mean, the fact that these two superstars are willing to go this far. I mean, how much are they sacrificing of their careers for the sake of victory on this one night? Oh, well, AJ Styles, he's got the elbow pad ready. He's lining Joe up for a phenomenal forearm, but he misses. Samoa Joe knows Styles too well and out. Oh! Dragon suplex, it's over. It's over. Just count it, ref. Count faster. Styles isn't going to give up. I mean, Joe's not going to show mercy, and really there's nothing the referee can do. There's nothing the referee can do to stop this matchup. If the two men are going to continue, they're going to continue. He's really only there to make the count. He's got no say in this. Count of 9, this might be it. It might be done. No! Styles, he should have just stayed down. He should have just stayed down. But he's going to keep fighting, because that's who AJ Styles is. But Samoa Joe, I mean, this might take the rest out of him. Might take the rest of the fight out of him. Suicide dive. A suicide elbow through the ropes. But he's still not even... I mean, he's still not done. Samoa Joe is a man possessed. He's trying to end AJ Styles' career tonight. Oh my god. No, no, no. Don't do this. Not on the barricade. A powerbomb on the barricade. Styles might have broken his collarbone. Or something. Dislocated a shoulder. Maybe both shoulders. I mean, what? I mean, there's no way that neither of these men haven't sustained some sort of major injury at this point. I don't know how they're still continuing. Or at least how AJ Styles is still continuing. And Samoa Joe clearly has got a little more left in the tank, but AJ Styles, what? How is AJ Styles still in this matchup? I mean, Styles, you saw him holding in his ribs. I don't know how much damage he's taken. What condition he's in. Oh, no. Don't, Styles. Now the springboard 450 splash, and he's still not done. Clearly, Styles has got more left in him than I gave him credit for. But I still have to question, how smart is this? You know, at what point do you just throw in the towel? I mean, of course, neither of these men are going to do that, and maybe this is just me speaking as someone who doesn't have history as an in-ring competitor, because this matchup, it's more than just about the victory. I mean, there's so much on the line for these two men in a matchup like this. You saw Styles, though. He's too slow to capitalize. Joe just bumped right into him. Styles was too slow to react. I don't know. Both these men might have concussions. As now Joe whips Styles off the ropes. Oh, but now it's Joe who's too slow to react. I mean, I'm beginning to think... I mean, the referee obviously can't do this. He can't call the matchup off, but... this matchup might end in a draw at this rate. I mean, neither man is... oh my god, and now AJ Styles over the top rope! And a suicide dive of his own. These two men pulling out all the stops. And like I said, this matchup might end in a draw. Or these two men might just fight forever. No matter what either man pulls out of their arsenal, the other still manages to get to their feet before the 10 count. And now AJ Styles is out on the apron again, and this time he connects with the phenomenal forearm, and that'll do it. Joe is done. And it looks like somehow AJ Styles managed to pull it out of the bag. AJ Styles is going to go on to SummerSlam to face Cesaro for the World Heavyweight Championship. That phenomenal forearm just sealed Samoa Joe's fate. Referee to a count of 7. Styles, no. Styles turned his back, and the moment he turned his back, Samoa Joe was there. Was Samoa Joe just playing possum the whole time? As AJ Styles, the minute he turned his back, the minute he thought he had the match won, Samoa Joe got back to his feet, and now AJ Styles is in trouble. He's in a world of trouble. And Samoa Joe with a flurry of strikes. Just like we saw from Asuka earlier, Samoa Joe just relentless right now. And AJ Styles can't even so much as put up a hand to block it. Styles has nothing left. But Samoa Joe won't let him stay down. Samoa Joe, what now? I mean, what more is left of AJ Styles? What more does Joe have left to destroy? Well, you see him there, Joe propping Styles up against the ropes so the referee can't count him out. And now he's going for the steel steps. Samoa Joe's got the steel steps. Styles has recovered his wits. As Joe coming up to the apron, but Styles able to shut him down. Styles stops him from getting in the ring, and now AJ Styles waiting for Joe to get to his feet, looking to pick his spot. AJ Styles to the outside, phenomenal forearm again. Referee begins the count, but Styles is going to interrupt it. Styles isn't done. He saw Joe bring those steel steps into the ring, and I think AJ Styles is looking to turn them against him. Styles. Oh my god, he's going to go for the Styles Clash. He's going to go for the Styles Clash on the stairs. No, but Joe blocked it, and Joe drove him into the stairs, spine first, on that back body drop. Styles, that may have been his last gasp. Went for the Styles Clash. Joe blocked it again, and now Samoa Joe powerbomb on the stairs. Just stay down, AJ. Just stay down. No, what? And just look at Styles. He's taking everything he has to keep his back off the mat, but no. Joe with the stairs. I mean, Styles tried to keep himself off the mat so the referee wouldn't begin the count. This is just on instinct. I don't know what to say. There's nothing left to say. It's the referee. Count of 4. And that may do it. Styles, he could barely even keep himself off the canvas. I don't think he's going to be able to pull himself back to his feet. What? What? Samoa Joe can't believe it. I can't believe it. AJ Styles saying, is that all you've got? But a forearm in the corner. I mean, AJ Styles going out like a warrior, but he's got nothing left. He might have been able to get to his feet, but he's sure as hell not going to go on the offensive. And now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe takes him to the corner. And Samoa Joe, he's going to finish him off. He's going to put him away right here, right now. He's got him. Muscle Buster. Count it, ref. This match is done. Samoa Joe turns his back, but I don't think AJ Styles is playing possum. I don't think there's going to be any plot twist here. Count of 5. Count of 6. Count of 7. 8. It's over. Styles is done. Count of 9. It's done. Finally. After all of that, Samoa Joe finally keeps Styles down for a 10 count. My voice is almost gone, folks, but AJ Styles, he's probably suffered far worse injuries than that. When are we ever gonna hear from AJ Styles again after this? I don't know. He certainly gave it everything he had out there. He might have sacrificed his entire career for the sake of this one matchup. But he just didn't have enough left in the tank. Samoa Joe is too much for him tonight. And Joe finally breaks the curse. He finally snaps AJ Styles' winning streak over him. He finally picks up a win over Styles. And what a win it was. Because now Samoa Joe has a date with the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. And perhaps that matchup will be the golden moment for Samoa Joe, the moment where he finally becomes the top star on Raw and finally becomes the World Heavyweight Champion. A tremendous victory tonight for Samoa Joe. What a way to cap off the show. Both men leaving absolutely everything they had in the ring tonight. But we're out of time. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you on Raw. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Cyber Sunday, and thank you to everyone who voted on the polls to determine what matches would even be taking place this evening. I figured as a sort of post-credits thing, I would run through all the results just as proof that I didn't fudge the numbers, I didn't make anything up, although with how that website wanted to format the percentages, okay, admittedly with the graphics we did have to fudge a little bit, but nothing severe. For some reason, with this website, sometimes it would add up to 101% or 99%, so then there's the 6-man tag, which admittedly I cheated for. I had that booked in mind. Yeah, that Fandango moment, I've been waiting to get to that for a while now, so obviously I kind of cheated here, but 442 votes for Cedric Alexander winning in a landslide, so maybe we'll see if Cedric Alexander won't come back for some revenge against whoever it was that attacked him. Was it Noam Dar? Was it the Revival? We'll find out in the future. And this is the most interesting one, not only because it was decided by a mere vote for who that second person would be, but for the majority of the week that it was open, The Miz had the lead, and it seemed like Miz was going to get it. But then Dillinger and Breeze for a while were going back and forth. I'd refresh the page and a couple new votes would be tallied in, and Dillinger would be up by 1 or Breeze would be up by 1. Big Cass for the majority of the week was in last. Like, did a solid like 5-10 votes maybe even, separating Cass from Dillinger and Breeze. So it looked like it was going to be Dillinger or Tyler Breeze who joined The Miz in the match. But then, up until that last day, it was Big Cass turned it around, like at the last possible moment, took the lead by 1 vote. So I guess I was a little skeptical about leaving it open for a whole week. I thought maybe I was, hindering myself a little bit by forcing myself to wait that long to really put the show together to complete it, but it worked out in the end because it gave Big Cass time to catch up to everybody and get that last minute comeback story, which I thought was kind of cool. I wanted to share that with all of you. But yeah, that was all the polls. So once again, thank you to everybody who chipped in, who voted for this Cyber Sunday show. I had a lot of fun putting it together. Stay tuned for the next episode of Universe Mode. SummerSlam is coming up. It's going to be big. Hopefully not a WrestleMania 2.0. I'd like to not do a near 6-hour show again, but we'll see how everything turns out. So thank you for watching Cyber Sunday. Thank you for contributing to this event, this interactive event. And I will see you next time.